have Holy Hot Mom. Listen. We're going to clean up your life today. If you want to. Because you're dirty and nasty as hell. And you don't even know it. Whatever. If you want to know more of what you know that you don't know, come into my world at Holy Hot Mom. Hey, listen. Holy Hot Mom is a trick. Hey, Nick. Holy Hot Mom is a trick. Okay? I'm going to be full disclosure. HolyHotMom.com is a trick. I'm tricking you in the most wonderful ways. I'm a trick on the light side. It is oil that helps you connect to who you truly are. Okay? Now listen. Holy Hot Mom. Now, I'm a mom. And the reason I'm doing this, listen. The reason I'm doing this is to eradicate CSA from the planet. Okay? I'm going to be super upfront with you, and you can ask me anything. But full disclosure, I am tricking your ass, literally. I have a butt oil. And I am eradicating CSA from the planet. You got it? Okay. So now you know what you know. Why are you doing what you're doing? I'm doing that for this. And I can write backwards. I can also write with both hands. I can also meet you on every layer of your existence. I love you. I'll see you in your dreams too. So listen, you're going to get the oil. You're going to put the oil on your body. And then you're going to remember who you are. And then we are going to eradicate this. Do you understand? Do you understand? That's what's happening. Do you know what this is? That is child abuse. Creatures satanically attacking. But don't blame Satan or the devil. Listen. Hey, Justin, you're so welcome. Thank you for being you too. I love you so much. Have you any heavy metal detoxes? Yes. Well, I don't have them. I'm introducing you to what to use. We have a whole big old cohort of taking you through this and holding your hand starting, listen, August 8th. Okay? 8/8. Why not? This is you. Woo. So holyhotmom.com. I'm funny, y'all. I'm funny. Okay? I'm Safe Side Super Chick. I'm a superhero for little kids. I have a cooking show called Stirring Up Trouble. I made a prison boxing movie that is the most beautiful prison movie you'll ever see. I'm telling you right now. See it. I'll go toe-to-toe with every single one of them. I'll go toe-to-toe with every single one of them, and I win. It's called The Hammer. It was originally called Heart Baby. It's a faith movie about brotherhood, uniting men. I work with men so that the women can come. You understand? You listening? I love you. So here's you. Look at you. Boop. Now, listen. Here's your terrible friends and family back here. Here's your ex. Here's your ex. Crazy fucking lunatic. Right? Okay, here's your ex. Here's you. Here's your family. Okay? Here's the people you work with. You know, there's a... Here's your ex's new partner. You could do that one too. Right? Okay, so you got it. You got it. This is you. Okay. Hey, Zip Plant Man. I love you. So if you hear any noises in the back, it's the Z Plant Man. We have a factory, Will. And I'm gonna talk to you today openly about yourself. About cleaning up your, okay? Now, when we clean up our shit, having to do with CSA, it can get nasty. It can get nasty and weird. And then the news, I feel like, y'all, I'm gonna start doing comedy more. I'm like, hi, on the latest FUN network, we have aliens. We have parasites. We have heavy metal detox. We have creepy weirdos in your family. What? We have, listen, there's some crazy things going on. It is so nuts that I make movies, and I'm making a new movie. I wrote it in 2019. I didn't realize I was channeling. Okay. It's a sci-fi called A Rare Human. I make movies. I'm Angela Shelton. I'm the one who traveled around and won't shut the F up about CSA. I've been on creepy Oprah. What the fuck? I've been Oprah 48 Hours, Lifetime. Listen, 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 listen. They were going to have me on the cover of People. I've been on all those shows. I met all those creepy weirdos. Listen, you're so welcome, song. I love you. I was going to be on the cover of People magazine. I want you to really hear me when I tell you. Okay? I'm Safe Side Super Chick too. Listen, bring me to your town because I don't work with the devil, but I'll work with you. I'll come in your backyard. I will arrive in your house. I'll go to your uncle's hardware store. I'll go to your school. I'll go to your family picnics. Look at that. Okay? Do I do it in the system? No. Why? Because they're creepy weirdos. Because I do not play with the beast. I don't promote it. I don't, no. Listen, no. Nuh-uh. Not playing. I know the root of all this, and I will never actually shut up. You know why? Because it's fun. Because it's fun to eradicate this when you know the real truth. And it's actually easy. And so it's so easy that it's complex. It's so easy that it is complex. And I'm just going to cut to the end so you get it. All CSA survivors, listen, we outnumber them by a gajillion. A gajillion. They are teeny itty bitty tiny. Listen, they're teeny itty bitty tiny. Nasty creepos. Worms. Okay, let's just cut to it. There's creepy little worms inside you. Not anymore. Not after we play because they're gone. But here, listen, there's like creepy little worms inside brain. Let's do it a different color. Let's do it a different color. Okay. Creepy little weirdos. We're going to do them in a different color because they're cunts. What color is the total cunt bitch? Is she pink? No, because my logo, listen. No, it's nasty. Oh, let's do black. Although the black is not bad. The void is great, y'all. Listen. I got a whole bucket of these now. I'm unstoppable. I have the box. Also, by the way, hey, y'all, Rotten Tomato and all y'all, if you have any questions, pop them in here. And also, I have a box here. Listen, look at it. This is from the old box that was sitting on the table, and it's the old labels. And one of y'all is going to get this because I love sending stuff to your house. And I love it when you're like, I can't afford it. But I have fibromyalgia. I'm like, oh yeah? Well, I'm sending this to you and you're going to put it on your body. You're not going to have that anymore. And then you're going to play and do what I say if you choose. So this is a roller. I put the oil. This is the magic oil that I made to eradicate these guys. Listen, it's also the way you get in my movie because you want to put the oil on and experience it and then document your experience. Listen, pay attention to your dreams. Yeah, parasite detox with the binder for sure. You need the binder. You need the metal detox. You need all of it. That's why I have in the back end. In your back end, we can talk about your privates because there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. But the number one layer is to okay? You use with me, I'm giving you tools in your toolbox that you can have my box to apply and use in your toolbox arsenal to battle this in your life, but not battle. It's a holy hot mom. Your body is holy. We are vibing out of this. I'm going to cut to the end of the chase, like cut to the end. I tell you the last page is laughter, joy, and Jesus. That's it. Laughter, joy, and the frequency of faith, the frequency of love. That is Jesus. That's Yeshua. That's the sun, the ultimate like vibration of all. That's the monad, the pleroma, Sophia, Barbara. If you really want to go deep, right? So it is the ultimate like that frequency and laughter and joy, which is all the same thing, is the way out. Got it? So that's the end of the chapter is that. So I will always lead you to funny. I'm going to be so funny. I make the horrible hilarious. I have for years and years. And now I'm understanding why. And I made this oil that I've sent y'all, especially survivors of CSA. And it does some things. I ain't telling you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I sent 6 books back to your Scranton Hostess. Do you get it? No, I have to contact that. It's like a monthly thing. It's like a way for me not to be, and they did, because of safety, they can't send it to me. Oh, I can't go pick it up. I have to like have them send it to me. So yes, like once a month. Okay, bear with me. I'll get it. So the oil I made, listen, you put it all over your body, wherever you need, wherever you have ailments, and listen to the little card I send you and the handwritten note. You want to, do you know why they took that out? Whatever, I'll tell you privately about your privates in our privates. When you get the oil, you get invited, especially if you get a subscription. And also, we're doing a cohort. We're doing a whole thing, 8 weeks. I'm holding your hand, and I'm bringing you all my booty experts, all my people who know about your butt more than me. And I don't want to, do not send me pictures of your creepy worms that come out of your butt. Some people love that. Some people also pick scabs. I'm not, that's not me. Do not send me pictures of your worms. I swear to God, I swear. I mean it. I'm doing comedy because this is so unbelievable that I just can't. And it's a sci-fi movie because we're in it. Okay? Melly, listen. Melly. Huh. So I made this oil. It's my commercial. Put it on your body. And then I put it in a roller. Listen, a roller so that you could just like, woo, it makes it easier. This was my mother's request because she wanted this and this by her bed. She wanted the roller top. You know what I'm saying? You do what you want to do. But I have this box, the oil and the roller and a kazoo because you need it. Because you need to, and a little baby roller. One of y'all's gonna get it today. Okay? And you have to email. I'll tell you what to do if you win it. We'll figure out. You gotta ask me that. You might get this. One of y'all in this live is gonna get this. You got it? You listening? Snakes on the plane. Oh my God. You want to hear what I found out about on a plane? This is why I do comedy. Okay? You want to hear my story about the plane? Focus on your breathing? For real. So these are creepy worms and nasties. Okay? These are nasties. Outside, there's creepy little entities. We'll get there. This one time I was on a plane regaling everybody in stories because you know that's true. Like I've got the whole plane giggling and laughing and blah, blah, blah. And we're stuck on a tarmac somewhere and like, whatever. But you got Shelton. She's got puppets and laughter and she's, entertaining the kids and she's hilarious and I love you and blah, blah, blah. And I say innocently, hey, well, and I'm talking about trauma stories always. And I literally am like, listen, everybody has a story because everybody's got it, just like everybody's got an asshole. And the guy next to me says, I'm really offended by that. And I was like, oh my God. In my brain, I was like, oh Lord, help me, Jesus. Is this happening to me right now? And I was like, oh yeah? Why? And he says, I don't have a butthole. And there's 2 times in my life that I have had to take every single ounce of my energy and my entire soul and my whole being to not laugh out loud. Twice in my life. There was one. This time, this was the number one. This is the number one when he was like, I'm offended because I don't have a butthole. I don't have a butthole. And I was like, I think I grew hair or something because I held in the laugh so much. I was like, and I said, is that a thing? And he goes, yeah, it's a thing. Some people has a butthole. And then I said, well, I guess now I'm the asshole. And then the whole plane was, say to you, if you have a butthole, you're going to love me because I made the oil to put on your butthole. For real. Because I found out about the creepy weirdo worms. Listen. When I found out about the creepy weirdo worms that communicate with each other. Listen. The parasites you're watching hot guys on Instagram take out of their bodies. You know what I'm talking about. Stop lying. The hot guys on Instagram that are taking worms out of their bodies. You know what I'm talking about. All the parasites that they're taking out communicate with each other. The creepy worms communicate with each other. Okay? When I got that information from an angel that appeared to me in a parking lot in a farmer's market in the middle of fucking nowhere, when it was like too synchronistic to even, you're like, what? Like this distinguished, amazing gentleman, this black, distinguished, amazing, gorgeous, polished, gorgeous suit. Where did you come from? Pulls up right next to me in a parking lot in the middle of nowhere and tells me about the parasites. What? Are you kidding me? This is the crazy shit that happens in my life. Like being at your house. This is why I'm coming to your house. Because stuff like this happens. Okay? And he tells me all up the... I knew a little bit. I lived in LA. You know, I did the whatever. We're doing the cleanse. And then we're going to do Starbies. And then we're going to drink lemon juice and cayenne and drink our pee. Like, I mean, I lived in LA, I know. So, but I was like, wait, what? They communicate with each other? He was like, yeah, they communicate with each other. And then I was like, nuh-uh. Oh, hell no. Not in my body. Nuh-uh. You are not having a party talking to each other. No. And then... this angel that appeared to me in the parking lot of a farmer's market in the middle of nowhere, whatever. I make movies. This is part of my movie. Tells me what they eat. Okay? Yeah, they're eating. These are creepies. By the way, these are all the creepies. So the creepy weirdo entities. Oh, what? Oh, it's come out now. Oh, are there aliens? It's a Star Wars bar, y'all. This is why we're making a sci-fi. Because I will not. I can't. First of all, I'm not playing. I'm not playing in a world where creepy, nasty, ugly things communicate with each other in our bodies. I'm not. No. I'm the one. I'm your BFF that's in your backyard, barefoot, having a party with spoons and harmonicas and everything that's goofy, funny that they hate is me times 5,000. I'm not. Listen, I got this. I'm like. No, even though they're going to try to break it. No. We are not talking about it. We're not going to talk about it, but no, the alien nasties, you know, the ones that are worse than the reptiles. You want to know? Shut up. It's a sci-fi movie. It's just a sci-fi movie. They are creepy clowns. Creepy, nasty with a terrible sense of humor because they're taking the jokes out on us. Okay, so it's just a sci-fi movie, but I have celery. Listen, y'all, this is why I have celery. Because I'm not playing. With me, we are having fun. We skipped to the last page, okay? The last page of all this. These creepy people who wear red shoes and robes. Do you understand what I'm talking about? These people who wear red shoes and robes and do all this creepy nastiness. All their like symbols and all this stuff. Here's our symbol. Here it is. Can I grow camphor in Florida? You mean comfrey? Girl, get on Etsy right now, y'all. Not now. Wait, because I love you. Get on Etsy and go to people who sell clippings. I'll do it eventually, but all my comfrey goes into your oil. So go get a clipping of a comfrey bush and plant that somewhere. Just know that the comfrey is queen and she's not leaving. Once you plant it, it's not leaving. It's like her. So careful. Consider where you put it. Give it good sun. Give it a space to get, like, she's gonna get big and she's pretty and she can stay there, you know, and she'll go away in the wintertime. You'll think like, oh no, it died. And then, no, it's coming back. It'll live there. And the leaves are great. The blooms are great. All of it. The whole thing is great. And then I'll totally come to your house. You're like, I got a comfrey bush. I'm like, coming to your house. And then I'll show you how to use it. Because the creepy weirdos, listen, are everywhere. They're ancient, y'all. It's ancient. It's old. This is older than old. It's like the Rockefellers. They're ugly. Look at every nasty celebrity and politician, all the people that are like puppeted by this stuff. Y'all, they're ugly. They're ugly. Let me tell you something. Ready? Here's the truth. You need, don't take health advice from a fat person. Okay? God's people are not ugly. God's people are not ugly. This is a play. They've been playing it. They've been playing us and hiding facts and hiding stuff and then infiltrating. Listen. You're listening. I love you, Patty. They've infiltrated. This is how we clean up our stuff, by the way. I'm going to stay on topic. We're cleaning up your butthole today. Because I'm going to tell you that these creepy weirdos are ancient. And now it's come out now, like, okay. And then there's you. They're interterrestrial. Like, oh, great. This is cuts to Angela Shelton does a variety show called Life with All the F Words, because life is just a lie without the F. Facts. Funny. Finally. Fucking hell. What the fuck? Fabulous. Okay. So life is just a lie without the F. They've been removing the F. They've been separating men and women for this long because of the F too, by the way. Did you know that when me and you, not me and you, listen, that's hard. You need to go through a ginormous questionnaire and jump through hoops to get into that all. But with y'all, listen to each other. When you love it up with each other, when there's you, and there's your other person. Get out of here, you motherfucker. No, different color. Frequency, yeah. So when you and your lover, who's on their own, listen, everybody's on their own. I'm sharing my toolbox so that you can get the out of here and live joyfully no matter what happened. My mission always has been, since day one, and remains the same, to inspire you and teach you the ignorant. Listen, I'm an instructor to the foolish, teacher of babes. Romans. That's who I am. I'm an instructor to the foolish, teacher of babes. I'm going to teach you how to get the fuck out of here. And you got to do it yourself. It has to be your own self. And the number one most important thing, step one, before you buy any, rush out and get parasite cleansers and step one, ready? Is shut the fuck up. Got it? Did you listen? Doubt it. This goes for especially y'all women. Shut the fuck up. You know what that means? You might win a box. I'm going to just decide who wins the box today, but shut the fuck up is sacred truth, frequency, united. Got it? What are we united against? What are we united for? What are we united because of? This. Every single one of you has been a victim of this. Every single one of us has been a victim of this, whether you are a victim or not. Because this is child sexual abuse. And you might say, you want to win the box today? Woo! How are you going to get it? How are you going to get it? First of all, we are united because of this. This is, and you might say, like, somebody's like, I didn't go through that. Pfft. Yeah, but your husband did. Do you know how many men I have held crying? Do you know how many men, your husbands, your boyfriends that you think are, y'all, they are all, first of all, people lie to each other. Oh my God, right? It's like a twerk off. No, that feeds parasites. Anyway, ask me about that movie. Ask me about anything. But let me stay on point because I'm like, there's a lot. When you actually start like understanding that this is facts, winning, you know, the key is sacred truth frequency. It's literally your frequency. And that is also what they are eating. Listen, these creepy nasties that are ancient, you were born for such a time as this to know this, okay? They're ancient and they're ugly, okay? We're not ugly. I don't even care if you have an unfortunate face. If you have high frequency, you're gorgeous. Look at Lyle Lovett. Stop being funny. Did you know that Diddy is a mouth breather and he looks like a black Adam Sandler? Now you'll never unsee that. So, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Sacred truth, frequency, united. Why is it united? Because we're united because of this. Because everybody has been a victim of this. Whatever you're eating, the normal things. If you went to Walmart, you're a victim of that. If you, McDonald's, what? Victim. Do you have one paper on all the things you use your oil for? You know, Penny, sometimes people won't allow truth to come out. So, you know, you can't say what you use it for. I could tell you where and when. I can't even tell you that. Honestly, I can tell you you're going to want the big one. But don't get the big one. Don't do this. Do not do that. Unless you really want to have a good time in the bedroom. Use each other as a slip and slide and work through your fascia and your lymph nodes by putting oil all over your body and then using your body to work out your lover's lymph nodes and fascia with all parts of your body in all. That's a game. That's a game for Friday, is load yourself up. Tell your man, shush. And if he gives you any grief or whatever, he's like, what are you doing? Then put a blindfold on him so that he doesn't tweak you out by giving you a weird look and then you get all insecure and whatever. No. But if he's super supportive and is like, come on, Queen, I love you, then let him see, because he's going to send me a thank you card. You're welcome. I can't. How much is this one? Is $444, and it's actually a ginormous deal. I actually lose a little bit of money on this one, but I do it so because it has a big pump, and I want y'all to be down there doing this. And also, just don't do this. Just lay there with each other intentionally. You take away the goal of the O, so you're not like, oh God, I gotta get my O. I gotta get my O. I gotta get my O. No. Lay on each other and clean each. Relax. Do breath work together. Shh. Oh, and then you're gonna squirt. And in our privates, I help you with your privates. Listen, when you go to Holy Hot Mom and you get the stuff and you get into stuff and you get into our cohort that we're going to announce, I think today, we start August 8th. And then I'm never going to let go of you. We're going to go for 3 months. It says 2 months. It's really going to be 3 months, because 3 months sets you into a new habit. And all of this exit to get the hell out of this is restructuring your programmed habits, including what you're doing in the bedroom and how you're not present and how y'all go into fantasy, or you go into flashbacks, or your husband is secretly watching the corn at his office in the bathroom. I know. Or you're doing it, or you're boning the UPS dude in the mudroom. I know your stories. Y'all, I'm telling all y'all. I keep it anonymous. I'm never, ever, ever going to tell your story private, your private story, but I totally will do comedy. I will. I'm going to do comedy. I'm going to tell on all y'all. You know what they're doing at the 4th floor of Eddie Bauer? Oh, girl, listen, those like uptight people that are buttoned all the way up and their little eyes on, and they're, whatever. They're so judgy against like the bikers and stuff and the rednecks. Those people are nasty. They're doing nasty. You are the UPS. You probably have stories. If you're the UPS man, I think you might just want a box, because you have some stories. Everybody tells me their deepest, darkest secrets on all sides. Okay. Even the creepy weirdos. I've been to the prisons too, by the way. The prisons are where the people you can trust are. Yeah, I know. So I've talked to all levels of people, including the creepy perps. Listen, I've been listening to all of them because I have dimples, I think, and they think I'm cute. And so they tell me everything, and I'm like, holy God. So now I'm telling you everything if you're listening, and then behind the scenes, I'm reiterating. Listen, I'm telling no secrets, but I promise no. Listen, do not send me pictures of your booty hole and what you're doing with it and what's coming out of it. Listen, I'm going to show you a present. This is the present I have for you. This is your poo-poo princess. Her name is Katie. Her name is Katie Rose. Follow her on YouTube, Katie Rose. Listen, she does high colonics. Go with the flow high colonics. She's amazing. She'll talk about your poo-poo all day long. You can send her pictures. She'll get her chopsticks out. I'm dead serious. She is all about your poop. No. I made an oil when I found out, when I was gifted with the angel that appeared to me out of nowhere, listen, and told me about all this stuff, I was like, what? And then he told me what they're eating. And then I went home and I made the oil. I had already done this, y'all, because I already come from an alchemist family. I already come from a whole line of alchemists and survivors and mountain people. That's who I came in this world with. I was aligned and blessed with the best redneck mountain. Did you ever watch Naked and Afraid? Did you ever see Naked and Afraid? The very first episode is my cousin. Yeah. She's the one that, saved the freaking jackass dude by getting them a turtle, and then she burnt the place down. That's my cousin. Listen, my family could kill a deer and make a dress out of it. Okay? They make fun of me because I lived in the real Paris, not Paris, Texas, and I can't hawk a loogie. I'm trying. Stop judging. That makes you an empath. Market of empath folks download on Empath Street. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Also, I already left this place quite a few times and have come back to save you with celery. Listen, I've come back to make y'all laugh so that you can get out of here. Okay. And this is our secret weapon. All those creepy weirdos have their all their freaking nasty stuff. Hey, this is what we have. He got the memo. You got the memo. Listen, my job is to make you laugh. Make you so that you stop making everything so complicated. And you're going to stop. Listen, Melody, did you send me your address so I can send you this? Stop. Listen. You better listen. Powerful message, medicine thing. You're so welcome. So it's laughter, joy, and high frequency is the way out of all of this nonsense. Because it is nonsense. Are you gonna freak out? Listen, and you're like, oh look, there's aliens. Huh. Oh look, we're in a Star Wars bar. Oh look, everything's a lie. Oh look, tunnels are real. Oh look, you just went down the national park story. What? Oh, you see what they have coming. You see what their plan is. It's not pretty. It's not imagine, okay, we're in a sci-fi movie. Okay? I have to hit a class, milady. See you soon. Yay. Thank you. Tinfoil toilets, yeah. Tinfoil, not aluminum, y'all. God, get it right. Everything's been inverted so that you are upside down. In the upside down world. Do you want to know more about the upside down and how it's been inverted and what you can do with your frequency to flip it? Do you want to know that part? Which part do you want to know? It's laughter, love, and love vibes. That makes you, Rotten Tomato, it makes you untouchable and invisible. Because you are not tasty. Not tasty, okay? Guess what they eat? Guess what these creepy weirdos that communicate with each other, guess what they eat? Their favorite food. Their favorite food. Ready? And this is what the angel that appeared to me in the parking lot in the farmer's market in the middle of frickin' nowhere explained to me and broke down for me. Hey Mark, fried chicken. Hey, fried chicken. Quite literally, my friend. Yes. Did you see a certain someone come out of a white certain building in a certain place, starting with a D and ending with a C, and he walked out with a panda? Do you remember that? He walked out with a panda and then kissed a baby dressed up like a chicken. Do you remember that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, it's nasty. It's next level horror movie. It's not a sci-fi movie. It's a horror movie. But I don't do horror. I don't play with horror. I am with God, of God. I came with God. I am of that. I ain't playing. I do not play in a horror movie. You got it? So did you see? So you didn't see The creepy weirdo that came out with a panda and then kissed a baby dressed like a chicken. Do you know what that means? When the creepy weirdo came out of the building that's white with a panda and then he kissed a baby dressed up like a chicken, that was a symbol that he likes to do and does repeatedly. Panda eye. He panda eyes kids. And then he is approving and showing you that he's part of the baby trafficking because they call them chickens. Panda eyeing is when you do this to such a degree in the other entrance, and it's so violent that it busts all of the capillaries in the eyes and makes the little chicken, young all the way to like 8 years old, have big giant, it looks like black eyes, but it's a panda. So that when such certain somebody in politician world, nasty, comes out with a panda and kisses a baby dressed like a chicken, that is telling you that that is what's happening. Do you understand? Do you understand the level of it? Do you understand how ancient it is? Do you understand it's right in your face? It's right in your face. Just like the creepy weirdos are right in your face. That's why it's celebrities. That's why it's royalty. And it's old. This is old, y'all. This is old, old, old. These are old. These are as old as them. They're old. The problem children in this camp are the old nasties. And they're ugly. They're ugly. Go look on your spare time. I say don't even do it, because don't even waste your damn time, because your time is precious. But if you want to like go down a rabbit hole for a while, yes, God sent me. I am. Listen. I'm going to tell you how it's inverted too. Ready? Do you want to see the inversion? It's in the sci-fi movie that you're in. Let's flip it upside down. Let's literally flip this upside down. Because even the whole concept of you needing to be saved, it's a lie to keep you in the prison of the perpetrators that are eating this. They're using this to feed themselves. They eat despair, so that they're eating this. They want this. Do you see that? They want this and this. Do you know what that is? This is your spinal fluid. This is your plasma. This is your God essence. This is your heart. And all this stuff in this sci-fi movie. This is a sci-fi movie. They are not drinking blood, y'all. These creepy. They're drinking spinal. And then it's like the fountain of youth, okay? Because it is, okay? You got it? But then once you do that, once these creepy weirdos have done that, they are nasty. They're nasty, okay? It happens when truth is real. Mm-hmm. I wonder why when you're talking, the sound isn't... Yeah. I wonder why people who tell truth get... or pilloried, you know what I'm saying? Or that's why I do comedy, y'all, and that's funny, because this is just a silly movie. This is a silly sci-fi movie. Y'all are all dumb as hell to believe this. This is insane. This is insane. And also, they're old. They're older than old, and they're ugly. Look on your spare time, if you want to do this. Just go look at it. Royalty, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, they are ugly. Ugly. Ellen, ugly. Tom Hanks, ugly. Oprah, ugly. Jay-Z, ugly. Beyonce, ugly. Do you see where I'm going with that? Do you see why? Do you see all the fun facts? Olders. Ugly! Nasty! Okay. You know what's not ugly and it's beautiful and it always is beautiful? The light that is in you. When you're sparked up, when you're just like, bing, Now listen to me, listen. Everybody's on here. Not everybody. I don't want to make this broad judgments. Most people on here are like, sell, sell, sell. And I've also taken all those stupid classes because everybody and all of us went through COVID, when you're like, you had to restructure your whole online business and you had to take all the classes and blah, 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 blah. They're all about sell, 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 do the thing, have the $5,000. It's always the same. It's literally the same. It's like $27, $57, $5,000, and then the upsell is $25,000. You know what I do? I flip it to where when you book me on your thing, you make $5,000. You know why? Because it's fun. And I love flipping them off. I am the kid I was when I was 8. When I was 8 years old, I called this shit out. I did a science fair project. I called perpetrators out. I was the one in the street that was pointing out the rapist. Because I knew it, because the girl told me, and I also knew what was going on in that house. I'm the one that was tall. I can run really fast. I have a big mouth. I flipped bullies. I punched bullies. I stood in the room. That guy's raping his. That's me. That's me. Okay? Nothing has changed. Got it? I'm the one that, like, we're out playing in the yard, and then the car drives by and is like that. I'm the one that's like, you're ugly, nasty. I'm gonna kill you right now. That's me. Okay? Nothing's changed. I've just gotten more information now. And I understood my own, which is why I also teach you all that I know. I was doing it to myself. Throwing rocks, yeah. Yeah, that would be me. Booby hut traps, escape routes. Me. I am the daughter of Dirty Daddy, y'all. That's my dad. My bio dad, not my dad. And since then, I've adopted many dads, and I really recommend it. It's so great. Like, adopt amazing men. There are so many amazing men in this world. The amazing men are, like, they're on repeat out there. You just don't see them. Because you've got, like, whatever freaking bullshit you're watching. Oh, your phone. Your phone that is intentionally targeting women to make them think that men are bad, and make them say things and do things to keep really great men away from them, so that you don't have the man, because when you have the great man in your life, he can see this. Anyway, yay. So here I am. I'm here to bring you together where you come together. You're welcome. So you got this stupid ass phone. I have it too, but you have to realize that it is actually programming you, as well as your television. For many, many years. I love you so much. I love seeing your emojis. Thank you. So listen. It's Wednesday at 11 o'clock, when you're on holyhotmom.com. We have a school in the back, and at 11, I clean up your shit with you on Wednesdays, right? So think when you're shutting the fuck up, like shush, shush, shush. Step one in this process is shut the fuck up. Sacred truth frequency united. And as we do that, as you be quiet, connect with your frequency, we clean up that stuff together. Why do we do that? Because when you address your actual life, like your car, your go bag, your whatever, your hovel, or your big giant house, or your car, whatever. Just pick something that you clean up. It might be a utility drawer. It might be, I'm packing to go to a dance festival, right? Folding the clothes. That's what I was going to do, is go clean my little massage room out today. Or I might clean my desk while I'm talking to you, because I actually have to talk you through it. You know what I mean? I love it so much. So when you do those things, and we do it together, and we address piles, so that you're elevating your actual sphere of influence and what you're actually seeing around. I have so many great little techniques to do that, to elevate what your actual space, so that it helps your frequent. Not the black. They're trying to do, so it elevates this. So when you clean your space, look at that. Oh, we're going to get around that phone. You're going to go, holy hot. You're going to go, holy, the energy, right? It like moves past. You're going to wiggle out of it, right? You're going to wiggle out of it. And the way to do that is to stay in the high vibes, right? Is to stay in the high vibes. Now listen, the trap is, oh, look, you've got a lover. You got to bring them with you. You've got all your kids. You've got your mates. You've got your family, blah, 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 blah. That is also a trap. Look, this is you. This is you. Like, you're going to get out of here, right? You're going to, like, and when I say get out of here, I mean living the best, most joyful life while we are here. You know, like giggle farts. Seriously, when we are laughing in the face of the devil, they have no power over us. We are having the best time ever. You're having the best time. Heaven is on earth. We already won. All these creepy nasties are underground. And then all the creepy nasties that are trying their best. Oh my gosh, they're trying to poison and do and lie and create all this stuff. They are literally right here, right now, today, building bunkers with little, they're building bunkers and they're going down here. They're going down here in the tunnels. So listen, y'all, newsflash. Hi, what's happening in the news today? Well, all the creepy weirdos, nasties, went underground. And we're here up here, have heaven on earth. Yay! All the assholes went underground. Amazing. So what are you going to do? Play? Raise your frequency? What are they going to do? Send every possible thing to freak you the fuck out and scare you and disrupt your peace and bring you as close to despair as possible. You know how they do that? They get into your mind and your heart and your gut, which is your second brain, and all over the little tissues of your body, and they communicate with each other. They communicate with each other. The creepy weirdos. Look, think of it like the fartsteins, the ugly steins. Think of the ugly steins and how many tentacles they have. How many, like, they're in everything, right? Did you know that his uncle or something was the manager of the Beatles? You start going down that, like, oh my God. Look at all media sending you to eat something or feel something is controlled by the creepy weirdos. You got it? So the F-steins, the ugly steins, right? Think about all the tentacles it has, right? In the files, and they're doing nasty things. Now, think of that as a worm. What? Yeah, an ancient worm, okay? And they're communicating with each other. Listen, to get you into despair so that you or do the substances or get in bed with this non-high vibing or eat the thing or take the thing that eat the food that has the detritus from their deviant behavior, because that's what they do in the world of seabird, you know what's up. In the world of this, we're underneath in the ground. In the horror movie, that's the horror movie part. I don't do horror movies. Okay, I do not. I make faith movies. The latest is a faith sci-fi movie. That's what A Rare Human is. That's what we're making. But in the horror movie version that I don't play this. No, in the horror movie, they are underground doing the worst things imaginable right in your face. Right in your face. Like all of the save the kids. It ain't saving the kids. They are leading those kids right in here. Selling them as toys, right? They're using all their toys up until the toys are not useful anymore, and then the parts of the toys get sold off. There's something things people don't talk about in the horror movie, okay? Is in the paths of the borders, okay? The borders that have like, oh my God, there's in that border, there are also giant warehouses with freezers. Okay, they don't talk about that part. Why did they have that? Because it's the parts, the toy parts are then used, and then what is it used to be sold as toy parts are ground up and then fed back into the stores. Yeah, because they're convenient. Look at them. They don't want to waste anything. They use everything. And they're just giggle, laughing. Okay? They are giggly laughing Ha ha ha, it's a joke on you. Because they made you consume the worst despair ever without even knowing it. And they are giggly, giggly, giggly. Okay? That's the horror movie. I don't do horror movies. I do comedy movies and faithful movies. True stories. I do true stories. So the true story, that's a true story, but I don't know. I'm fasting forever, right? For real. It's literally like, oh, I'm a breatharian now. I look like a freaking heroin addict because I've lost so much weight because I'm like, I've been fasting. And I was like, and then you know what's crazy is once you see the worm or a worm come out, oh my God, I'm not doing it. Do not send me a picture. Do not. Once, yeah, you look skinny. I know. Listen, it's not from, I'd love to be off doing drugs, honestly. Oh my God. It is watermelon, coconut water, and I'll tell you all this stuff. And I was 50 pounds heavier, and I dropped a lot of weight, and then I fast, and I'm strong as fuck. Like I'm strong. Like it's not a matter of, oh, thank you. But I'm like, wow. And I went back to my model. This is what the size I was when I was modeling back in the day. And it's like kind of like reverse aging when you start getting them out of your body. And then, another thing they don't talk about are the heavy metal. I was in the air guitar championships. That's how I'll talk about metal. I'll be like, y'all, listen, there's some heavy metal. When you take these things and these drinks first, number one, shut the fuck up. Number two, let's do some heavy metal dance parties. You know what I mean? And because, listen, this is ancient, and this goes back to my science fair project when I was 12. I mean, I know that I'm a broken record, but I don't give a shit because it's like, I didn't hear that part. Listen, my science fair project when I was 12 showed how this is the grocery store. The grocery store, I literally was 12 years old, not even kidding. And this was my, here's my project. I looked like olive oil got mushed with Wednesday Addams. And I was like, this is what the creepy weirdos are doing. And they're like, she's weird. Yeah. Oh, this is my board, right? Yeah. It's like broken into 3 boards and like on the little table, like here it was. And I showed the grocery store, right? I was like all the aisles of the grocery store. And then I showed over here when you go to the doctor because you're sick. Oh, wait, you have to start. You're going into the grocery store. You buy the stuff, and then you come out. Yeah, okay. I have to write backwards. You come out so I can see your comments. I'm not listening. We're loving our tech. So you go in here in the grocery store, and you're like, la la la, look at me. And then you eat the stuff, and then you get sick, and then you go to the doctor. Right? You go to the doctor, and then you're like, oh, I have a long list of ailments. And my science fair project showed that you have the ailments because of the food you ate. And it gives this long list of ailments that starts as a child. Yeah, right. Okay, I was 12. I showed this. And my science fair project, that's like the base. That was the first layer. And then I showed that the people that are giving you, or that are putting the stuff in the food, these little creepos, are the same people who indoctrinated the doctor. They're the same people who have the media telling you that it's safe. And then it gets better. They're the same people who did the research papers. And the same. So you are actually in a cycle of a lie. You're literally in a cycle of a lie, not knowing shit. You're just innocent walking in the grocery store like, this tastes good. This comes with a sticker. This stuff, la 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 la, right? So they're set up to poison you for the rest of your life, and you're gonna have 1 pill, and then you're gonna die taking 24 pills. This was my science fair project when I was 12. I'm 53. Okay, listen, not that I'm subscribing to any of that bullshit either, because the calendar's not right either. And like, look at my face. I started using my oil on my face. I don't have a filter on, y'all. I'm like, wow. I'm going to do it right now. Watch this. The moment I put it on, I feel tingly. I feel tingly instantly. It's like wild. It's like, it's totally tingly. Tell me if it works for y'all. It's like, whoa, it's instant. It's like, wow, huh, I had like a little teeny pain there too, and it's gone instantaneously. Why? How the fuck did I do that? Because I'm and if it helps so much on chronic pain, and I made it to put on my booty hole for a cleanse for this, and it works so well on other people's chronic pain. Why? Why do you say that? Why? Because that means that these are right in layers, and then they don't like this. These ones out here don't like this. I'm making a spray. I'm making a spray too. I was like, when you have to, be out in the world, I'm making a spray. Like, so whatever. That's just what I'm doing over here. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. My daughter is a little bit like, she's one of those touched kids. And the funniest thing is she's like, oh my God, everything's oily. Everything's oily in my house. Yeah, including the doorknob. It's oily. So this was my science fair project. I instantly feel it, right? It's crazy. So my science fair project is not crazy. It's because it's intentionalized. Hey girl, hey country boy. Listen, I have the king oil now, y'all fellas. The oil, exit oil. When you see the main one, make it a spray. I actually do have a spray. It's called Spray and Pray, but I stopped doing it because it's like I have to follow the advice of my friends that are way, way ahead of me, who I listen to. I listen to them and not my poor family, because my poor family would be like, why ain't you buying a car? Why ain't you got a better shirt on? Why ain't you got your face on you? Yeah, and they don't understand the scaling. And anyway, I have amazing people like in my pocket who are like, listen, shh. And there is so many instances where we could get into this and do what they want us to do by hurting ourselves, because they actually cannot hurt us when you're in the high vibe. Let me say that again. These little creepy weirdos cannot feed on you or hurt you. They need you to do it to yourself. Repeat, these keep creepy, nasty, weirdo worm nasties, and all of the creepy weirdos, including the creepy weirdos with their pandas and their chickens, cannot actually hurt you. They have to convince you to hurt yourself. Hear me. So you shut the fuck up. Every single negative thought pattern you want to say it to yourself about yourself or anybody else, zip it. Zippity-doo-dah. Shut up. Shut up. Because it literally is not you. It's actually a creepy little nasty that got implanted in your body in my science fair project. And then you have it in your body. Listen, there's a creepy weirdo from the Pop-Tart or whatever the fuck you ate a million of that had all the stuff in. It didn't leave your body. It's itty bitty teeny itty bitty. And then these creepy weirdos put other things in the body, and they find each other in your body. Oh, God. They find each other in your body and they communicate with each other. Shut up. I'm not talking about the horror movie. The horror movie side is that they communicate with each other. It's old, and they find each other and they interlock like Legos. And then, listen, oily. So oily. Listen. They communicate with each other. Okay? They communicate with each other. Yes! Songbird, you got it. You got it. They communicate with each other to get you into despair so that they could eat it. And then distracting you with all of this stuff. And also, you ready for this one? Your friends and family. Your friends and family are under contract to keep you away from doing this. The whole honor thy mother and father, even if they grape you, is part of this, so that they could do this to keep you away from the truth that is this, that Songbird said, Jesus. Yeah. Yeshua. It's Yeshua, by the way. And it's also the Pleroma and Barbello and Sophia and the Monad. Like literally, it's the books that were taken out of the book have the answers that they took out. Just like my science fair project. What the fuck? Just like my science fair project, the people that are giving you the information are the same people that are giving you the poison. Did you know in the tunnels, ask me how I know, in the tunnels, you're not allowed to say that word. That wrath will come upon you, but it can't. Wrath will come upon you in the tunnels if you say that word. You got it? Because they can't hear it energetically and go higher than that. What? Did you know that they've inverted all of it? Okay, ready? We got 30 more minutes before we clean up our shit. Krista, Sophia, I mean, literally. Sophia, Barbella. Why is it when you try those words that weird stuff happens? It's a sci-fi movie, that's why. It's a sci-fi movie, and we're making a sci-fi movie, and all I can tell you is my science fair project when I was 12 very much leads to the sci-fi movie. Because if they're on this level, listen, hey Blake, on this level in this grocery store, I know it's small, but I mean, come on. The grocery store is poison, is people to be farmed, is creating the humans to be farmed in pharma, right? Now, so you see how that works, right? And then they own the TV, and so that you think like you're gonna be like this little social justice warrior, and you're like, oh, I know, I read the research, I did the research, I went to that school that's controlled by them, that's indoctrinated by them. Okay, you went to that school. Okay, God, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy you wasted all that money. Okay. Anyway, do you know how to build a fire in under 3 minutes? Do you know how to climb a tree? No? Okay. Anyway, you like living in a jail cell? Okay. So listen, all of this is set up in this horror movie, sci-fi movie, that this is a prison cell. Okay? This is a prison cell that you are in. You got it? Including all of your friends and family, you're in this prison cell, which is very, very similar to my science fair project when I was 12. Broken record over here, but I want to make sure that you're listening. Grocery store is a great roadmap of how it works. My science fair project when I was 12 shows how you're being poisoned intentionally. You got it? So you're being poisoned intentionally so that you get on the meds. Most people would say they're doing that for the money. If the money is a byproduct. It's a byproduct. Cast out the spirits of the word. Yes. Yes, Seabird. It is words. That's why we shut the fuck up. The answer in this prison that we're in, run by predators. Ready? Your sentence is your sentence. You're welcome. Your sentence is your sentence. I want you to really think about that as I take a bite of food. Your sentence is your sentence. I mean, organic oatmeal. Stop judging. Okay. What does that mean? So, your sentence is your sentence. How many times have you said out loud, whatever? I'm not even going to say it. Because I love my life so much. 5 words that you can cut out of your vocabulary forever. No, you didn't miss the giveaway. Who's gonna win the giveaway? Let's see here. What do you have to do to win the giveaway? Too many. Yes. So your sentence is your sentence. Okay. So think about the worst sentences you've said to yourself. And think, I just told you, their goal, I need me a thing. Where's my thing? Where's my pointer? Their goal, these motherfuckers. Oh, look, here's perfect. Their goal, these creepy weirdos, is to get you into despair so that you say things and do that leads you to doing things, that guy, and eating things from the grocery store that puts you into a frequency that they could eat. Okay? Okay? I renounce any. Okay, here it is. I cancel all contracts to all parasites and demonic forces on all levels. Your contracts are canceled. I am holy. Got it? There you go. It's easy. When you get the oil, I send you a little thing to read. I'm also sending you handwritten notes, and I recommend that you do the same. Why? Why would they have taken things out of schools? You want to know why? You want to know why? Because really? They So, I cancel all contracts to the unholy. I'm going to win the giveaway. Okay. That's amazing. Listen, Princess Palm Tree. You can win that. You're close. You are so close. I cancel all contracts to parasites and demonic influence. And you can add on and tentacles. They are parasitic and demonic. And you want to see how it's been flipped? This is so fun. I could talk about this all day long. They're feeding on energy that you are providing. Got it? It's your fault, really. Like it's like it's not your fault. No, it is. It is. It's like it's not my fault. It's not my fault because I'm a victim addict and I'm just gonna complain. I'm acting. I'm not. Cancel clear. I'm just acting. I'm acting like your ex-wife. Just kidding. Ex-girlfriends are crazy. Y'all, men who I love the men, and I understand you so much. You know why those exes are batshit crazy? They're not crazy. They're poisoned. Very different. Very different. Imagine your liberal ex-girlfriend who's got the blue hair streak. Oh, God, I wanted one too. I'm sorry. And listen, and she's watching this, and she's believing all this, and she writes in all caps, and it's like a nightmare. And she stole your cat and burned your clothes and all this shit. She is eating all this stuff. She's watching all this stuff, believing it. She's got makeup. The makeup and the hair and all the stuff also has poison from these guys to get them as close to despair as possible so that they say things and they literally won't shut up. This message, shut the fuck up, is for women. Really, shut the fuck up. Men are already silent because they don't have any friends. They tell me all their deepest, darkest secrets because they don't trust you. Because when the men open up to you, you turn around and use it against them later. And that is why the men do not share with the women, because they don't trust the women. But it's not that you don't trust the women, you don't trust these guys. I just laid a lot on you. And I love the men, and I understand the men. I get you. I also love the ladies, and I'm telling you, shut the fuck up. That this is a prison that is embedded in many layers. There's many, many layers. It's a spiral. It's like it's like one of those like treasure things that you've got to click, click, clickety, click, click, clickety, click, click, click. And at each little clickety click, you got to remember shit. You got to remember like code. You got to remember what to say to this freak and this fucking ugly thing over here and this nasty one over here. But guess what? You don't have to remember any of that shit when you are in the frequency of laughter, joy, and Jesus. La, 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 la. Laughter, joy, and love. Laughter, joy, and high frequency. Laughter, joy, and the pleroma. Laughter, joy, and I am monad. Barbello. Like blah, blah, blah. Like you don't have to learn any of that shit. You just have to vibe it out. Got it? This whole like, you remember at every gate, you're going to have to do this. And then you're all stressed out because you're like, oh God, if I die right now, how am I going to remember what to say to that fucking archon? And okay, Atta. How about right here, right now, I cancel all contracts to Atta. Yeah, I took that out of the Bible too, right? I cancel all contracts to Atta. Yeah, and Sabalyoth and all of it. Every single victim of child sexual abuse, I cancel all contracts right here, right now, to all demonic and parasitic and Atta and Sabalyoth or whatever, Adamos and all y'all. And you know what? Pretend I pronounced it right. I cancel all your contracts. Your contracts are canceled right here, right now. Y'all, this is the kind of stuff I speak into this every day. I go down into the honeypot and I speak into it. And I won't let anybody near it, including my mother, especially my mother. Nobody. There are 2 people that I will let near my oil. And one is Sue. She's fabulous. She's an older lady. She knows all about the herbs, and she's the only one I'll trust to touch it. And the plant man. Yeah. The Zachary, the plant man, that is my plant manager. That guy knows more about herbs. He's the one that, like, he goes into the forest and, like, comes out with sticks and makes I have him in our cohort starting August 8th that I'm giving you him because he's going to teach you even more what to do with your sweet little self in your backyard, even in public parks, that you can go and you're like, oh, look, there's, and then learning about the seeds and like, stop eating the seedless shit, y'all. Stop. Really understand the grocery store is quite literally set up to. And then guess what? You know about the Bill Freaky? The Gil hates? The Jill hates? That's a new one. Code word for Billy is Jill Gates. Jill hates. Oh, Jill hates every time you slap a mosquito. Jill hates. Okay. You know the appeal and all that nasty? That's another layer of getting you into a low frequency by consuming something that's going to put you into a bad place. And guess what? Exactly, Seabird. Exactly. So guess what? These creepy weirdos are all in bed with each other. They let it get into your stores. Don't tell you because they want you as close as despair as possible because they are also doing this. Hello. Look at this, like the hand. Help us. Help. Yeah. Help us. And the way to help is not to go into war and then you're going down in the tunnels. People are already doing that. Do not take this day away from Grandma. She's been waiting for this day. All of us, all we have to do is raise our frequency. And you know what's so funny? That is actually the easiest thing to do and conceptually the hardest. Because I told you earlier, it's so simple that it's complex. It's so simple that it is complex. You got it? They're keeping this a secret in the creepy place where they wear red shoes and robes. That's actually a demonic building, not spiritual at all. They're keeping that a secret in the level of 6 in the tunnels. That the way that this is all true, by the way, the secret behind the gates of down here is that this is true. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay. And that it's alien parasites, extraterrestrial demons, that are feeding on this. And they have to keep consuming the babies and they feed them on this. And then the creepy dudes and ladies in their robes with their red shoes get to partake in this. Do you understand? Okay. So that's the big lie. And the big lie that they're keeping covered up is that the way out is laughter, joy, and Jesus. So are you telling me that they're keeping a secret that Jesus is real in the creepy demonic building? Why, yes. And it goes further than that because it's not what we've been taught. Good luck and congratulations to the winner. Is that, wait, you, Millie, who won? Laughter, joy, and frickin' Nick's with the chills as vibe pits, but my ass is hot, guy. Exactly, So, help me certainly, yes. Should I be concerned that the person is praying over those things I'm taking? Helping me get rid of those worries. They recently hired, unbeknownst to them, a Satanist. Ew. Listen, all your stuff that you consume, especially water, speak into it. You know, I speak into my oil in the most like profound ways, and then you do it too. When you get it, like you're like, I'm holy, I love myself. What? Like I love it. Like high vibe as you use it. You should use that with everything and be very just aware that the things that you put into your body, just be aware of where it's coming from, because they have an agenda. Okay. It's this is their agenda, and this is what they're going for. And the Jill Hates of the world with the non-heal that they're putting on the stuff, the little layer that puts more stuff into your body so that these creepy weirdos can communicate with the ones inside your body to get you to eat stuff and say stuff and think stuff to get you to despair so that they could do this. You got it? There are only a few stores in the world that have said no. The ones that you're like, wait, what? Like Whole Foods and Wegmans with their organic section, you would think, no. The Whole Foods and the Wegmans are in. They're in it. So you have to be really discerning on what you're putting in your mouth. Costco, apparently, shocking, is like, no, we're not doing that. Jill Hates. It rhymes with, yeah, pigs for real. They're being owned and operated. I mean, look who bought Whole Foods. It goes back to my science fair project. In my science fair project that I studied for quite a long time, in the back with the librarians in the back, I showed, well, how could you go to the doctor and like the doctor is telling you bad stuff because they were indoctrinated? How do you go to the research paper, like the scientists and stuff? I mean, they, like, that's real, right? No, they were indoctrinated. You know how they do it? They do it like they do awards shows in Hollywood. They take them on big trips. You get cars, you get hookers, you get drugs, you get your all taken care of, and you get whatever, and then you get money to write these little papers. Anyway, it's weird. It's like too weird to be weird, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. And so I'm telling you, be very discerning about what you put in your mouth. That's why I'm skinny. Because once I started, I was like, oh, like, remember those days when you were dumb? Remember the days when you were dumb and you used to like go and eat the hot dog with the chili and all that stuff? And I'm just like, you can live in denial. I mean, we can live in denial, or listen, I'm doing everything. I'll do the frog stuff. I'll eat that flour that makes you puke for 8 hours. I'm going to do all of it because I'm like, I just will not take pictures of my poop. No. The hot dogs in Costco have caffeine in them. But the organic section in Costco has made it clear that they will not allow Jill Hates. Jill rhymes with, but yeah. Okay, so you lost 28 pounds already. Bentonite clay, do not sit on it. Don't sit on bentonite clay. That's my favorite. It's a little bit more labor intensive because you can't use a metal spoon and you have to put it in glass and let it bloom in the refrigerator 24 hours. Blah, blah, blah. Like there's more. It's not just like take an activated charcoal pill. But bentonite clay is my favorite for dropping. Like you want me to show you me? Okay. 1 second. Ready? Look at this. Ready? Yeah, binder. Binder is bentonite clay. You ready? The binders, bentonite clay, diatomaceous earth, activated charcoal, zeolite, and now tamarind tea. Do it all day long. This is all the stuff I'm going to tell you in your back end when I talk about your privates. You ready? Here I am. That is not a fat suit, y'all. That's Tracy. That's me in my movie Eagle and the Albatross. Don't you love it? She does. That's right. She does. I was dared to, like, I was losing the baby fat. And I was dared to go the other way. They're like, instead of losing the baby fat, why don't you just go, more? And it'll be funny. And like your audience will think it's hilarious. And they did. And it was so funny. My little kid at the time, she was 3. She didn't like it. Oh my God. But my husband does. Weird. Okay. So anyway, I dropped all that weight through dancing. Listen, not gym, not like trainer, dancing and faithfully eating. And for 5 years, I was super into the men, and I wrote a book called Meat, Milk, and Men, and I did carnivore for 3 years, maybe 3. And yes, that was great. And yes, it was amazing. And also, a trap when you go deeper into this. And you realize, what would they be telling the healthy men so that they keep the healthy men from vibing out full frequency? Have them eat dead flesh. The men now that I'm paying attention to and watching are not eating the meat, and they are basically living on fasting. They're coconut water, watermelon, nuts. They're drinking their own pee. I'm not lying. They are drinking their own pee. I'm like, what the fuck? Listen, we'll get there. And they are strong as fuck. And men are doing like telekinesis and stuff. Like, it's next level. Like, I love finding the men like that are doing this. I'm like, wow, show me what you're doing. I paid attention to the men for 5 years, which is I wrote the book about it. You were 220. Night. It was about me. I was about 225. Yeah. So I got you. It's squishy. You know, you're good to cuddle with. Don't judge yourself. The thing is, heard about, yeah, it's a whole thing. And also the urine apparently is like plasma from the blood. And there's all the things that they've been lying to us about. You got to realize that anything coming from the ugly people is a lie to get you as close to despair as possible so that they could do this. I mean, when you see it, you can't unsee it. When you see it, you cannot unsee it. And then when you actually see it, when you do the cleanses and you see something come out of your booty hole or your skin, and then a total trauma, trigger, anxiety goes away too, or an addiction or a thought pattern about somebody else. Like, you have like triggers and like old things from your domestic violence or whatever you went through. You got all this stuff going on in your family. And then you do these awareness and you raise your frequency and it doesn't affect you anymore when you see the worm go in the toilet and you're like, what? Yeah, that was new skin. Yeah. Also, every 7 years, you regenerate too. That's another thing. You regenerate. And then there's all kinds of things you can do super fast. Fasting. It's all a lie. Like, even like the pyramid and eating, how you're supposed to sleep, what you're supposed to eat. That was literally put into the brains from these creepy weirdos. And then next level, I used to give plasma for money. Oh, yes. Hey, Jen. I know. Yeah. That's basically like, you're selling your God frequency. Sign you up. Why would they be buying that? Why would they be drinking it's spinal fluid, because it is the fountain of youth. Yeah, it's $100,000 a bag, by the way. So essentially, by feeding these nasties with our money and our actual God energy is contributing to this. Yeah. This. So, number one, step one, it's literally liquid gold. Literally. Like, actually. Okay? Shut the fuck up. Zippity doo-dah on any shame. Do you understand me? Any shame that you've done. Or, oh my God, I slept with that dude. Yeah, I did too. Me too. Oh my God, I ate that thing. Oh my God, I got drunk that one time. Oh my God, I did that one thing. Oh my God. Listen, they would love it. Listen, you're not ever going to do anything that they love ever again. From this moment on. From this moment forward, agree right here, right now. You will not ever do anything that feeds them. Number one, it's your words. In this prison run by parasitic demonic perpetrators, we're flipped, y'all. It's flipped. It's the upside down. I'll tell you in a second how and why. Ready? We're flipped. The answer to the riddle is your sentence is your sentence. You got it? Agreed. You won. Seabird, you got the box. Yeah, that's right. And Patty, you're going to get one tomorrow. Probably. Listen. Email us and send a note like I won on Instagram, and Rebecca, my darling, will see it, and then she'll type you into the package thing so that my girl in the package gets the little thing printed out. And then you got this. Listen, this is Songbird. If you don't call, I'm gonna put this on my own body. Seabird, what is your name? You just won. Look, I'm gonna write on here. Seabird. Seabird 1. It has a kazoo. You know what? You just made an agreement that you will. That means that every single time I'm gonna get mine. Hold on. Where's my kazoo at? Where's my kazoo? Son of a bitch. Oh, look, I'm gonna pick this up with my foot and not show you that I'm not wearing any underwear. Ready? This is what you're going to do. When you want to say bad things about yourself or anybody else, say it in a kazoo. This is what I feel about Bill Gates. You got it? Then you didn't put energy into the prison. So are you okay? Listen, what's your name, Seabird? What is your D-E? Is that it? D-E? Did I do it right? Now listen. No. Why? I did this thing. I don't want to do that. Why did it do that? Why? Oh my God. You know how when you write a comment and it won't go in there? But then the comments all show up, and then how do you get back to the screen? Oh my God! Tech stuff. Y'all, I got married for tech help. D. Okay, D. You need to send us your address, D, if you want this box. You ready? love@holyhotmom.com and say, I won in the subject. This is yours. D. Look at it. Boom. Got it? If you don't want your box, don't email. Okay, it's almost 11. I'm going to go live on our group to clean up. And then I'm going to keep... You will. You win. You win. And then listen. I'm going to go into the upside down. Ready? What time is it, y'all? What the hell time is it? What the hey time is it? Is it time? Got 2 minutes! 2 minutes! You call me too. Bunch of D-bird. Are you paying attention? Did you pay attention to this? Did you? Now, let's see. I'm going to take a picture. Look. That was a good idea. Y'all asked me to do that. Oh my God, you won. Yay! Okay, you asked me to do that, to take like a screenshot of the the lesson of the day. Take a screenshot of it, and then I'm gonna go, okay.
That was easy.
So listen, I have a question for you. When I go live right here, right now, on my Zoom, why are you so far away? Do you want to still be live, or I'm gonna hang up on you? This is my question, because I would love to just stay, because I think it's funny. But then it's like 3 hours. Oh my God. Spread your legs. Stop. What? Listen. I'm going like live on here. Quit it. Stop yelling at me. Yes, you can call me Seabird. Seabird. I love it. Okay. Stay. Okay. We're cleaning up our shit. If you're not cleaning up your shit, you didn't get the memo. Okay? So, I'm going to do it like this, and then you can see my books. This is a book to do. I wish I could show you this book. But I get kicked off of here so fast. That book. Okay. Now, I'm going to get in here. And I'm going to start my thing at 11. Now, listen. It's 11. Zoom. What a pain in my booty hole. I'll show you a pain in my booty hole. That is oatmeal. Sign in. Of course it makes me sign in. Damn it. No. Here we go. Wednesday cleaning. This is it. I'm going to clean my office right now. Why do you clean? Start. Because everyone is loaded up with shit. Including stuff. Why is my camera so oily? Everything is so oily. Why is it fuzzy? Well, hello. Why is it fuzzy? All right, I'm going to record this. Listen. Yay!
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm recording and I'm live on
Recording
Instagram.
in progress.
This is, and you're supposed to show your camera.
Oh, give me 1 second.
I mean, listen.
My
This.
face is not beautiful.
Hey! Your sentence is your sentence. We just did this lesson. He's not paying attention. He didn't get the memo. Your sentence is your sentence, and it's all based on what you're saying. And on Wednesdays, 11 to noon, ready? We're going to clean up shit. Hey, Luke, we could clean up our tech.
Okay.
I could clean up my tech links. So the reason you clean up, and I'm live on both places now, by the way. And I just want to, this is my lesson for Wednesdays. The cleaning up your piles is a spiritual experience.
Okay.
And when you clean up old piles, the old bag from your daddy who abused you, or your bag that your grandma died, or your ex-boyfriend left that box that you never went through, or that one drawer that you're like, oh, I'm not ever going to do that. Like, your sentence is your sentence, and your piles are where emotions hold.
Your piles are where emotions lie?
Are held. Like, your piles are where old emotions are held.
Okay.
Yeah. Watch what I mean. Like, seriously. Okay. Oh, maybe this is my pile that I do. Is like all of this paperwork. Old paperwork from jackasses. Right? Just pulling it out makes me go, not anymore, but I could go like start having panic of like, oh God, it's that, or it's that thing, or it's that thing. Or you know what? Look at this. Trash. Oh my God. Oh look. How'd you find, what's this? Why is that in that box? You know, oh my gosh, there's a pile. Oh, look, Department of something, and I don't even have that car anymore. That's trash. You know what I'm saying? Why are you holding on to all this stuff? Because they have parasites in them. It's literally like a parasitic layer to keep you in fear, doubt, worry, confinement, stress, and it keeps you in talking badly about yourself. And when you talk badly about yourself, you stay in the despair loop. I showed it already. I'm not going to go over there and like do it again, but I could show you a picture. I just spit.
Yeah.
I can show you a picture. Ready? Here it is.
Yeah.
This was my live today.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're doing. This is why we have the oil, everything. This is why. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Now pay attention. This is why. This is you.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Boop, boop, boop. Here's your feet. Ready? This is you. Boop. And words is a recap. Yay! Boop, boop. And you've got your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got your food. It's all your food. And you are literally in a prison cell that is run by perpetrators. That is quite literally it's feeding you stuff into your body from the grocery store that's going to hit your gut, that puts little creepy nasties inside the gut so that they can communicate with each other. And eat you. Ready? Watch this. Yeah, okay, it's no big deal. No big deal. It's a sci-fi movie. So that they get in here. Oh, it's pink. I don't want pink. I like pink. We need a... Ready. I bought a whole bucket of there we go. Okay. So they put creepy weirdos into the gut and into the brain and into the heart so that they can get you as close to despair as possible. Ready? Despair. Okay. So they're eating despair. What is the number one despair of the entire world?
World hunger?
CSA.
Okay.
Child sexual abuse. So they're eating the children. If you missed that part in the files, in the Epstein files and all this bullshit that finally came out, like they're actually eating the children, like for real. So, okay, never mind. That's a horror movie. We're making a sci-fi movie and we have a butt oil and it's funny. And I'm going to do funny and comedy because I do not play in the horror movie. But the horror movie is that they're eating despair and they're consuming children, and what they're actually eating is despair. This is their food. The despair is their food. The worst despair of the world is child sexual abuse. Okay? And they're eating despair. So, in your little prison cell that you're in, and you've got your phone, you got your TV. Look at you, you're fancy. You can watch your TV and not realize that you're in a prison cell. You watch TV, you can watch this. You can eat the stuff. Yum, yum. You're eating the stuff. Yum, yum, yummy, yum. I'm eating all the stuff that's the poison from the creepy weirdos so that you stay numb and dumb, so that they feed on your despair, so that they continue doing this. And the trick of the matrixy prison, the way out, is literally shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Sacred. And so, sacred truth frequency united, because your sentence is your sentence. Your sentence is your sentence in this perpetrator prison. So every time you say, I am in pain, I'm stupid, I'm ugly, I never should have done that, I'm dumb, I hate whoever, I blah, 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 blah. Like all of your sentence is literally your sentence to get you to eat, consume, or do something that puts you as close to despair as possible. Do you see that little map? Like that's their goal.
Yeah.
And they'll settle for in pain. They'll settle for chronic pain. They'll settle for anxiety. They love liberal ladies who never stop talking. And whose social warriors typing in all caps and angry at everybody and yelling at everybody. They love them. So if you think about it, if you're living in any way, shape, or form as close to despair, that includes chronic pain where you're complaining about it and you're stuck in, right? You're actually feeding them. And here's where we clean up. This is why I clean up on Wednesdays. It is shut the fuck up on the shame that comes when you realize this. And the reason I work with men, and I have for so long, is because there are so many male survivors. There's so many male survivors who've been through the worst abuse, and they don't tell anybody because you can't trust anybody, and they don't trust women because women turn around and use it against them, and they don't have a safe place. But they do with me, and I've heard the men. I've heard so many men crying over this despair, this, crying over this, child sexual abuse, okay? And so I'm like, if they're eating despair, these creepy little weirdos, and they're after us, they're in the heart, they're in the beat, they're literally after your despair, okay? Then when you're loaded up with your piles, so like you got your pile of laundry and you got all your stuff, it's kind of like RIP, right? So like you got all the stuff that the generational trauma, the trauma and recovery, the pains left over by your daddy, whatever. You got all this stuff lined up in your house and in your being and in your car and in your words and all the stuff, all your bucket of words you're using. You literally are feeding them without knowing it. So we clean up together so that you clean up something silly. I'm going to clean up this box right here. And we clean up the box, and then you will take away a line of communication from them because they actually communicate with each other. They're these creepy weirdo nasties. And out here, it's like, it is not like, it is entities. And now it's come out now, right? So it's like, oh, look, aliens. Oh, look, they're poisonous and aliens, and they're poisoning the air and the water and the food and blah, blah, blah. All of them are going towards despair. That's what they're going for. They're going for, the reason they release the files is they want people to read them and then get into despair. Because you feel like, oh my God, this is horrible. Yeah, it is. It's horrible times 5,000. But I don't do horror movies. I make comedy movies and I make faith movies. We are making a faith sci-fi movie. So we're in a sci-fi movie, but the faith part comes in. Watch this. This is why I clean. This is why I have an oil. This is why I'm funny, is because it's sacred truth frequency. Frequency united. No one in my sphere of influence, and we fired people. I fired your ass. Not you, but I fired. If you are not in frequency all together, you are out. Because we are united. It is not humans against humans. It's humans against despair. Got it? When you are high frequency, watch this. Look. The frequency. High frequency. You see that? Mm-hmm. When you're high frequency, that's laughter, that's joy, that's the big O with your mate when you're actually doing like real lovemaking. That is the frequency of dance. That's frequency of acro yoga. That's frequency of like, yahoo! That's me. That's why I send you these little clips in your boxes, because you make people giggle, right? So like your frequency is high. So listen, focus on your breathing. When you say I'm low, rewrite that sentence, because your sentence is your sentence. So instead of that, like saying like, I just remembered who I am right now and I'm going to vibe out today. So because your frequency. And so when you clean together and you do the dishes, that's it. Do the dishes and vibe out. Wear some, like, listen to some like super high vibe music. You dance. Like I used to, I would be like, I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. Say it on repeat as I clean. And then I moved it to Yeshua. And then now I move it to Sophia and Barbello. And like, so the more I go into my own learning with like the Gnostic Gospels and like my own personal experience, I only work with my own personal experience and what I have seen myself. And I have seen way too much. In fact, I actually am, me, Angela Shelton, Safe Side Super Chick. I have seen and heard more of this, witnessed it, been in the courtrooms, been the people, seen the people, more, literally more than anyone else in the whole world. I am the actual expert of this. And actually everyone can actually go F themselves, because I am literally the expert in this. I didn't realize I signed up for that. It's the worst horror movie ever. That's why I got this job, I think, is because I'm funny. And I'm not playing. I will laugh in the face of the devil. I laugh in the face of the devil as I save those kids. And you all can go, like, I ain't even playing. And you save the kids by vibing out and opening your heart. Literally, they're attacking our hearts. And you open your heart. And it is actually that easy. And it's not at all complicated. We make it complicated because they are bombarding us with all the reasons to get out of this. They bombard you with the food. They bombard you with the phone. They bombard you with the thing. They bombard you with your relatives. All your relatives are in here too. Like all your creepy exes and all the people that are like, you're never going to amount to anything. Think about it as a worm. Have you ever had to deal with a total cunt bitch? Like a bitch. You ever had one in your life? Conniving, evil bitch.
I mean, some people are not so nice.
When you've had one of those in your life that is like a stepmother, evil stepmother with the stepkids in the books, you know? When you've had one and you see it and think, look at how manipulative, long play, conniving, creating little issues over here, and that they can put the fire out, but they created the fire. Like those bitches. I hate those people. Those bitches. Yeah. Now think of that bitch as a worm. As an ancient worm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's also in your piles that you're keeping under the sink and under the whatever. And by cleaning out your refrigerator, energetically, you block her access. I know it sounds crazy and weird, but it's not. Cleaning out your refrigerator, any kind of old stuff, any kind of old dank smells. Clean it out and then say, I'm free. I cancel all contracts, all y'all nasties. My house is wonderful. Or your car. Some of y'all are living in your car. Make your car fabulous. I'm going to make a spray. Our next Luke, I do actually make a spray, but I got to get the machine because I'm listening to my advice and they're like, do it the machine. No more pouring it yourself over your sink. I was like, oh God. So I made a spray for this like demonic thing. So I know y'all are going to want that spray. Right now they want that lip balm. They're like, give me that lip balm.
Mm-hmm.
So and the reason that the oil works so well is because it has things in it and also the words that's been charged with it to make you remember this frequency. That's why when you put it on, you get like goosies. You get like, ooh, I feel that. Yeah, I know. That's why I did it. Don't tell anybody. Or tell everybody with your affiliate link. And don't be dumb. By the way, that Luke is on here. Is my techie. I didn't have to get married, y'all. I have a techie now. Because you know that story, I got married for tech help. So like the tech is perfect example. Me cleaning up my act with the tech is a perfect example. Because I got hit with so much my own personal trauma and triggers and like panic attacks and anxiety attacks with tech. So like when I'm trying to do something and it's done or it won't work or the thingamajigger won't go to the thingamajigger or like it's too full. Anything tech has for many years put me into an anxiety attack because I get so frustrated. So my cleanup process is going slow with the tech and not like, and hiring you. Like, I'm like, listen, I was like, I ain't doing it. It's like, you can have it. You can have my whole refrigerator. Just like, don't make me do that shit. Because also, it's bad. Text makes me hide. Yeah. So for y'all ladies who have that in my cohort that we're starting August 8th. So when you go on there and you get into our private membership, I'm also going to do that. I'm doing a 3-hour tech trauma. They didn't even know that. I'm going to do it anyway. Because y'all, I know that you have this. And I'm going to do a whole tech walkthrough. And then I can introduce you to Luke and he can help you. Help all of us. Like, help us through the tech. Which goes back to piles. So your piles and your piles and your piles. When you clean up your piles, you're going to end up cleaning your body. Because when you're loaded up with piles in your house and the dishes and whatever, I'm going to take my mother for an example. She has a pile of dishes, right? She was also beaten very severely by her mother. And her mother, who's my grandma, who actually I got along with great, because I cursed her out when I was 8 years old in the middle of the family reunion. I told her she'd never hit me again, and she didn't. And she and I had a totally different relationship than my mother, who was beaten until she was 29. 29.
Oh,
29.
sad.
It's terrible. And also, I cursed my grandmother out when I was 8. and she never hit me again. So, I mean, which story are you taking? So it's like, I said, Mom, you need to stand up for yourself and curse her out. I mean, like, lesson number 1, which is also cleaning up your piles. So my mother has dishes, and the dishes trigger her because she thinks about her mama beating her up. So she'll let the dishes pile up. I'm using her as an example, and she's actually done her dishes. I'm proud. I'm using her as an example because she did it. I said, Mom, put on some fun music and take back your kitchen. Just like we take back our bodies, just like we do metal fat, all the cleanses that we're doing. You take it back. This is your belly, by the way. You're taking back your belly. You're taking back your heart. You're taking back your time, your space. This can be daunting when you're bombarded from every layer with, oh, let's name it. What are they? Freakouts from your family, finances, the world. When you get up and scroll and you're like, oh my God, there's aliens. Okay. Well, we're in a sci-fi movie. I told you. So you can be so freaked out, especially finances. I mean, I've been there too. And I've been in every tax bracket and I've lost everything more than once. And I've gotten to the point where I simply do not care. I literally don't care because it's all a lie. Anyway. So, and it's abundant. And when you frequency out, I can't tell you how many times I've raised $1 million in 10 minutes. With frequency. It has nothing to do with like it's literally frequency and the words you're saying, because in this prison your sentence is your sentence. So number 1, you can't done saying I'm dirty, I'm so filthy, I have tons of dishes. No. The facts are there are dishes in a sink that get to be cleaned. That's it. It doesn't have a story attached to it. You get to make it fun. Make it fun. If it's not fun, we're not doing it. So when I come in, you make it fun. So whatever we have, you make it fun. If it's not fun, don't do it. So how do you make it fun with my mama? Well, if she does the dishes, she gets a plant. You know what I mean? Like if you put on... if you get to break a dish, for every 15 plates you clean, you get to break one of them. You know what I mean? Like, make it fun. Like, you get to put on the music that nobody else lets you listen to. Whatever. Make it fun. If it's not fun, don't do it. Literally. Because the way out of this creepy, nasty piles and all this, like, all this horrible trauma and all this stuff, blah, 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 is your sentence is your sentence. And the creepy weirdos want that sentence to be as close to despair as possible so that you hurt yourself. With words, with food, with actions. These creepy nasties actually, including the government, including the celebrities, including all the nasty freaking Rockefellers and Rothschilds, and they're so ugly. All of them are so ugly. They can't actually hurt you. They train and manipulate you to hurt yourself. That's also why, by the way, I have a mafia movie and I have the rights to it. I have it for many years. It's the prequel to my boxing movie. And it shows a lot of how the mafia that y'all don't even know about. I can guarantee you don't even know about this one. And I have the whole story. And guess what they do? And then make it look like that is the thing. That's what they do. Okay. So I just make movies. I make movies and I made a butt oil. I went from film festivals to farmers markets because I was healing my own self, and I learned this my own self, and I learned this my own self, and I was like, oh hell no. Y'all ain't living in my body. Nuh-uh, no. And so I made the oil, and then the oil took off, and I have Luke in the back helping me on the tech because the oil took off. So I'm down there in gallons of 20 buckets now, 20-gallon buckets, 20-gallon big old honey pots that I speak into, and I pray. Pray is not the word. I intentionalize it for you to get out of here so that when you put it on your body, you do get those little tinglies, and you get like, I'm sending you some too, Luke. So you get the feeling and you're like, ooh, that made me goosey. Yeah, I know. It's intentional so that you change your frequency. And then cleaning on Wednesdays, y'all. It's important Wednesdays. We were lied to about the calendar. We were lied to about the 28 days, the 13 months, all of it. It's actually a circle. We actually need to unwind the spiral as opposed to get out of a box. It's a spiral. And thank you. It's working, right? So it's your frequency. Listen, it's so easy that it's complex. Because we've been told, oh, you need that protocol, or you need the thing, or you need to go talk to the research specialist that we paid for. It's so easy that it's complex, and the easy is laughter, joy, and Jesus. That's it. Laughter, joy, and Jesus. And I say Jesus as in frequency, not, I just literally got a text from some guy who has a girlfriend, he said, and he's hitting me up as a hot MILF, wanting to buy my oil and asking me all these sexy questions. And then he's like, oh yeah, but I have a girlfriend. I'm like, that's funny. Well, use it with your girlfriend then. And he's like, can I use it during sex? I was like, yes, you can. I made it to elevate your frequency, but I also elevate it to stop lying. Stop lying, Tail. Lying to each other, lying. I just asked for Wednesdays off at work, and I don't know why Spirit was asking me to do that. I want to know more about Wednesday's cleaning thing. The energy of Wednesdays is details. It's details, and it tends to be confusion. So it puts you into confusion. Like Mercury retrograde. It's a Mercury day. So it's like Mercury retrograde where people believe that's makes things like confusing and distracting. That's a great day to clean. It's also not a good day to get a surgery or anything. So think details day, Wednesday, and it's ruled by yet another one of these freaking entity things. Whatever it is. I didn't use the uppercase. I love you, Pam. The messages I get are so awesome. She's like, I didn't use uppercase. Stop writing in all caps. Stop yelling. What about for the lesbians? Y'all, rub it on your parts and do the scissor thing. You're welcome. This has nothing to do with whoever you're loving. This is frequency. Frequency for the females. It's also got edible gold in there. It's not glitter. You don't want to know what glitter is. But it's not glitter. Scissor kicking. Da, 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 da. Use it on massage with each other if you know what's up. You look like a little mermaid down here. like use it in massage with each other, and if you want to really clean up yourself and your fascia, you use your whole body on their whole body with my oil, and use all parts everywhere on working out each other's lymph nodes and fascia by using all your parts on their parts. It becomes a slip and slide game, and you're welcome. Do it for hours. And then have a holy O. And then by the way, another thing, when you have a holy O, when you have a big O, orgasm, but a whole full body together, guess what that does? It kills worms. Why do you think they've been separating men and women in healthy sex? Why do you think they won't let healthy sex be taught in church? Who goes into church and teaches healthy sex? Me. How did I get a book deal? I went into a church and started teaching healthy sex, and the preacher was like, and then the congregation was like, and then somebody in there worked at a publishing company, and I got a book deal because I just walked there and started talking about healthy sex. When we start having, y'all are having healthy sex out there, you actually do eradicate the bad guys by having healthy sex. Isn't it wild? It's wild. You're welcome. That's what you do. How do we eradicate the bad people that are nasty, inverting sex and like torturing and consuming children? You have amazing sex with God. I know, it's like, what? Yeah, it's easy. It's so easy that it's complex. And on Wednesdays, you clean up something. Pick Wednesdays as your laundry day. Or as your, oh God, Luke, help me, hold me while I'm on the floor. Are you ready for this one? My emails. I have like 40,000 emails. Like sitting for an hour on Wednesdays, putting an alarm on your phone and just sitting there and going through your freaking overloaded email. Wednesdays is a great day to do it. Wednesdays is a great day to clean out the underneath of your sink. But my guide for you as your buddy telling you this, equal, do not put me on a pedestal. Please don't ever put me on a pedestal because everybody has gas. And we are equals out of here, getting out of this prison. And I'm just your friend that's down the hallway that's like, hey, escape route. Right there, escape route. Here's the escape route, y'all. It's laughter, joy, and Jesus. There it is. You're welcome. Laughter, joy, and Jesus. But a Jesus that they were not teaching. Okay? They've inverted that too. To make you close to despair. To make you, to make all those little old ladies pray into demonic stuff, and they don't even realize it, and then saying that they are terrible sinners and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's a total inversion too, fuckers. Man, it is so bad. But listen, I have good news for you. Grandma saves the day, and so do the men, and all we have to do is play. Do not take this day away from Grandma. Don't go down the whole like, oh gosh, we have to go train and get into the tunnels and save the kids for real and like storm the gates of the crazy house that's white and blah, blah, blah. No, it literally is it's so easy that it's complex. You high vibe it. You have the best time. You bring me to your community. We're starting dance floors. You have so much fun cleaning out your pile today that your energy raises and you quit your job and you get the raise. And oh my God, that thing came in that you invested in a million years ago and you all of a sudden have $5,000. It's like crazy. I've raised millions of dollars so many times and I've done it with my frequency. And where me personally, where I had things to learn, Grandma's fart oil, I'm telling you. But where I had things to learn is I was doing so much for everybody else and not for myself. I quite literally have raised millions of dollars for other people and then not had the money to get to the airport myself. That's been like, that's a whole like you're talking bad to yourself. I was keeping myself on the ground so that these creepy weirdos couldn't see me. Honestly. Like, I mean, because I'm not playing in the whole, I've already been offered all the stuff. They already tried to get me with MK Ultra. They tried to steal my nose. And I was the fit model for fucking Barbara Bush. What the fuck? Barbara Bush used to shop on my body. Whatever she is. What the fuck? Listen. And MK Ultra. They tried to get me with Britney Spears. All of it. And then when you start seeing what? Like the crime map. And you're like, oh my God. I've escaped so many little traps from them, including $33 million. They offered me $33 million. Why was it 33, you creepy weirdos? I'm not playing with you. I'm playing. This is our symbol. When I show you this, you're going to laugh. Ready, Luke?
Angela, Adam just asked me about some metafields, and I just realized I'm supposed to be in the meeting 2 hours from now.
I'll let you up. You got to clean up something. You have 1 hour, Luke. Better get to it. What are you cleaning up? See, Plant Man's cleaning up our camping to go to the festival with Hot Mom. I love you, Luke. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, I'll be back.
Maybe you need to sleep.
Maybe I'll one of those two. Okay, I'll see you soon.
I love you. Bye. You're amazing. I'm muting you. All right. Listen. Uh-oh. Okay, sound off over here. Burp. Listen. Oh, whoops. Okay, listen. For real, Songbird. Cleaning your freaking emails out. It's a thing, okay? But then if you think every single pile or everything that's keeping you distracted is part of the agenda to get you to despair. So when you see it, you can't unsee it. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, wait a second. If you're a warrior like me, if you're like, oh hell no, I ain't even playing with you. You're like hell you're gonna eat me. Like that. I mean, you could do it other way. Listen. Like, if you're not going to be eaten upon by creepy weirdos and they're not going to send you to despair, what are you doing? Like, what are you legit doing? I'm sweating. Like, what are you doing? Are you going to stop the nonsense in your life? Are you going to clean up your piles? I'm telling you, in this mermaid picture that I did, is that it's easier done than said. It's easier done than said. It's easier. That is sacred truth, frequency united. You gotta stop with speaking, because your sentence is your sentence in their despair prison cell. Your sentence is your sentence. That's why the women are targeted more than the men. Listen, because of the talking. That's why. So you can shut the fuck up and clean something and sing about it. Make up a song, okay? Make up a song. It's so funny. If it's not funny, we're not doing it. Listen. Easier done than said. Yeah, it's easier done than said. So stop talking about it and then just do it. And while you're doing it, raise your frequency on all levels, including when you're doing it. When you're doing that, raise your frequency. It'll help unlock your jaw. Actually, the oil has helped many people with their locked jaw so that they're able to do this. And then you use it everywhere, and then you're like, oh my God, that was amazing. And we can switch around. We need to do that game where we put despair into different words and come up with another word that's better. We need to do that. Work on that. But don't ask AI. Just play with it like you're actually smart. Pears? Listen, you do it and come back. So we're flipping the despair by changing what you're feeling. And it's not, I have to acknowledge my feelings. I have to acknowledge my feelings. Shut up. I had somebody literally say, you're not allowed to share your opinion if it hurts my feelings. And I'm like, no, worm. No. I don't play with worms. No. Listen, outside here are creepy, nasty entities. And also aliens. That's a whole Star Wars bar. That's a whole like next level Star Wars bar now that we've seen that. But we're in a sci-fi movie, y'all. We're in a sci-fi movie. And it is a Star Wars bar, but we're just going to talk about the worm today. The worm, seriously, is answering to a queen. No. A queen. This is not patriarchy. This is not men against women. It's a cunt bitch. It's a cunt bitch who eats despair, which is children being abused and tortured. And not even, abused is not the word. Tortured is the word. Okay? And you know who's behind it? A fucking bitch. You know what a great movie to see is? Amazing movie that, oh my gosh, once you see this movie, you're like, yeah, that. Do that. Do that, everybody. Hey, men, do this. Do everything in this movie. RRR. Just go see RRR. See that movie. Watch that movie. Watch this movie. It's actually the best movie I've ever seen. Legit. RRR. And see what the men did to save the kid. Okay? Just go watch that movie. Okay? I dare you. Take a note. Take a note to go watch this movie. RRR. It's amazing. Yeah, kind of. Like, worse than that. Think it's a total cunt bitch. Okay? So now, listen. I told you I'd talk about the inversion and like how we're in the upside down, right? Are you ready? Yeah, RRR. It's so good. Oh my God, I'd watch that again right now. That movie is amazing. It's an Indian movie. It's so beautiful. And the guy is so hot. He's like a superstar. Like, oh my God, that's like how movie stars should be. That guy in that movie is how movie stars should be. And if you look at Hollywood, they're not movie stars at all. They're ugly. You know, my kid is like one of those smart touched kids. You know what she said? I was like, why is everybody so ugly? I mean, I grew up when movie stars are beautiful. I mean, look at Vivienne Westwood and all, like, they're beautiful. Not anymore. What happened? They're all ugly. You know what she said? They make them ugly so that they make the reptiles look better. Okay. just too real to be real over here. That's why we're doing a sci-fi movie. Yeah, they're ugly. So anyway, in that movie RRR, that's a real movie star. I was like, oh my God, it's a movie star. Wow. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. Fabulous movie. Fabulous. Stockings to cover the lens. Still. They're ugly. They're ugly. Okay? They're ugly. So, listen. See the movie of what they did to save the kids. Okay? It's amazing. It's super amazing. I love it so much. Now, if they're outside, the creepy weirdos, and I say that because the creepy bitch, the reason that they had to save the kid, the reason the kid was taken in the first place was a bitch. And I was like, oh, look, it's the worm. Look at that. It's the worm. Stop blaming all the men. They're ruled by the bitch. Queen. And the reason the entity, creepy, nasty worm at nasties, have been separating the men and the women for freaking eons. This is like thousands of years old, though. Y'all, we were born for such a time as this to get in this movie. You're in my movie now, the sci-fi movie. So there are entities outside of the prison box that each one is put into a prison cell. Each one of us, right? I ain't in here. No. I'm out. I climbed out of my pod, y'all. I'm not playing in this. But anyway, when you're in your little prison cell, you got good TV. You got a good monitor. You can see landscapes from all over the world. And forget that you're in a box, that you're actually being in a box being fed upon by despair, and you're contributing to the worldwide CSA by staying in your prison box and letting them feed on you and eating their processed food, and you eat their stuff, and you're just in your little prison box. You don't even know that you're in there sometimes. Yeah. And so you can stay in there if you want. You're dumb as hell, or an NPC, or you're just poisoned. If you want to do that, go right ahead. I'm not even anywhere near here. But I'll tell you how to get out. It's your sentence is your sentence. Your sentence is your sentence in the perpetrator box of manipulation that is outside controlled. Oh, look, the aliens have arrived. They're controlled outside, entity-wise. They control. You want to know what the Matrix is? I've told you this before, but I'm going to do it again. The Matrix is they put the creepy nasties in the body with the food. You're eating the food. This is my science fair project when I was 12. You eat the food. It puts stuff in your body, right? That then travels to your heart, to your brain, to your gut, your butthole. They come out of your butthole and then go back in. That's also why I made my oil, to be like, oh, hell no. Is that an acronym? RRR? Go see the movie. It was like fire, water, and then rise, roar, revolt. Rise, roar, revolt. It's so good. It's RRR. It's called RRR. Go find it and own it. Own that movie. Support the filmmakers of that movie. Oh my God. So good. So in this movie, the bitch is the bitch, and outside in the entity that's controlling. Okay, ready? So all these creepy weirdos are inside the body, put in by the. I'm repeating myself, but I want to make sure you get it. There's nasties that are put into the body, and then here's the Matrix. Ready? The creepy weirdos in the body are talking to and controlled outside by the entities. That is literally the Matrix. The Matrix are lines of communication. That's it. Lines of communication between the outside and the inside to control and consume you. That's it. It's literally lines of communication. And you know what fucks with the lines of communication and messes up the whole thing? Frequency. It's so simple that it is complex. It's so simple that it is complex. It's easier done than said. To see it. Matrix. Oh my God, Matrix. What's the Matrix? It's a prison cell that is lines of communication between parasitic little creepos and entities. Demons. Demonic entities. Ready? Okay. So here's another one. Are you ready for this one? We're just going into a master class today. Here is the matrix. Ready? Matrix is lines of communication where the outside demons are communicating with the inside demons. You got it? Outside demons are a frickin' Star Wars bar. Really. Inside demons, a Star Wars bar. They're nasty. They're ugly. There's a whole bunch of them. I will not look at the pictures. No. Do not send me pictures of what comes out of your butt. I'm not in this movie. I'm the director of this movie. I will not look at your butt. I'm not looking at them. I live in a universe where these little creepos are not seen by me. Ugh. So I'm telling you, the way out of the matrix of lines of communication, the way to cut the lines of communication that are communicating through your body, y'all who took the doohickey, let me tell you one story about how they use your body. Okay, so a friend of mine, when the 2020 happened and they were all, yelling at all the people that knew what's up, because I did my science fair project and I was like, oh my God, we're inside of my science fair project right now. As soon as I saw it above the freeway, getting vaxxed helps you relax. I was like, oh shit, we're inside this. I said to my buddy, careful, I wouldn't do that. And then they were like, you're crazy. You're keeping everybody in danger. Whoa, you need to do that. Brr. This guy got it. Okay, he went and got it. Within, literally a week, not even a week, developed, Agent Orange? What? No, didn't develop it. It activated it again. He had to have all these whole nasty blood transfusions and all the things, all the horrible things. The government came in and gave him, yeah. Ready? Ready? 100. Did you get that? When he got sick, the government, I know this person, came in and gave him, got you? He went through all of the ailments and things. He had to have blood transfusion. They didn't know what's wrong with him. Guess what? The extra hospital bills. A lot of stuff was covered. He was a veteran. The extra hospital bills were, they laundered their money through his body. And he kept telling me that I was crazy and that it was a pangolin and a bat making out. Oh shit. The things that y'all believe is just funny. That's why the entities out here, one layer in the Star Wars bar, are nasty clowns. Taking the piss. They think it's funny. They think it's funny that they're sucking the life out of you and then they're doing this. And then getting the creepy weirdos that they're in to feed the detritus back to you. They think it's funny. Okay? They think it's funny. Do you think it's funny? I don't think it's funny. I think that we do this. I think that you go watch this movie right here and we do that. Okay? That's what we're doing. That would be the Redneck Revolution. Okay? But just a movie. It's a movie. A sci-fi movie. I'm making a faith-based sci-fi movie that you're in. Because look, watch this. So you see this? This is the Matrix. You got it? The Matrix is lines of communication. It's not actually a real thing, but it is a real thing because it's lines of communication that keep you trapped, and it's ancient. It's so old that the lines of communication become real things. You feel me? When you starve them, yes. By fasting 3 days, yes. Yep. Urinate at the same time to make you miserable and hope you eat something that will feed them. Yeah. Yes. You know what's up, Earth Angel. So watch this. That's why we do our Sacred Circus retreat. It's not a treat. We're not retreating from anything. We are having treats for ourselves, for our divine self. And here is the treat. You ready? The way out of this is so easy that it is complex. And that's why they hide the easy part in the creepy building that's demonic, that people wear robes and red shoes. Okay? Why they have this hidden in that building that all roads lead to? Okay. All roads lead to. Why? Why do they keep it a secret? Because the way to cut all of the lines of communication instantaneously, is the frequency of, who's going to say it? The frequency of who wins. Look at that. Right? Okay? It's the frequency. Yeah, you want to go. We have like 4 spots, and it's you get the 3-day, you do the whole thing. You do the whole thing. She's there. You get a high colonic, all this stuff is provided to you. You don't have to think. It's like, oh, drink this like lemonade charcoal right here, right now. Drink this thing, and then lay here by the fire that's eternal. So yeah, we'll be announcing that. It's like $1,200. It's not going to be like $5,000. It's because we have to pay for the campsites and all this stuff. And there's limited, but we're going to be doing it a couple times a year. So if you want to do that, but look, this is how you bypass all of it with frequency that is the light of your, stay with me. What's this? Oh yeah, it's a high colonic. Yeah, we have a whole camp. We have a whole a camp, like a cabin. There's a high colonic cabin. No joke. Where else can you play and have live music and then a high colonic? Shit yourself for 3 days and shit out a worm. Where else can you do that? Yeah. Oh yeah. And the tea that I'm sending you in your boxes now is made by me and Zachary, and Zach is the plant man, and that tea is amazing, and it's the only tea I've ever had that slays all of these and tastes great. Because most of them are like, whoa, you know? So we have succeeded. Let's go. Okay, so look, the way out of all of the matrix is what? Frequency. It's an F word. Life without the F is a lie. That's frequency, right? Everything is a fucking lie. Lie. Big giant lie. All of it is a lie. You know how you get out of the lie? You fuck it. Literally. Say F that. F that lie with some frequency. And then we're not having the conversation. We shut the fuck up. Sacred truth frequency. When you raise your frequency, we literally are not having this conversation. We don't even need to have a matrixy conversation because you quit your job. You're not hanging out with this guy anymore. You're not putting your wiener into this girl who's like on SSRIs. You're high as hell. Go get high on mushrooms and climb a tree and get rid of that girl. You nuts. You're high as hell. And then the dudes that ladies keep going back to in domestic violence, like, oh my God, I went back to the guy. You know why they keep going back? Because he's got a great dick. Okay? The guy has a great dick. And they had great sex and they can't get their freaking head away. So they keep going back because it was great sex. That's why. Okay? So go get your frequency on, high vibing it, and then you have higher O, and then you get out of the attachment to the guy with the great dick who's a dick. A lot of people use that. I think anything that they have put labels on to keep you away from is great. Think about that one. Think about everything like, oh, no, don't do this. Peyote. I mean, like all the stuff that they're like, oh, no. I question. And now that they are allowing that in places that are run by this, I would be very wary to do this coming from any of this. It'd be different if it's your friend in Oregon. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's different. But if it's like coming from something that's got chemicals on it, think about Jill hates. Okay? Rhymes with Jill, rhymes with who? Hates rhymes with who? Jill hates you. Okay? And so just think about that. Think it's inverted. Okay, here's the other inversion. Ready? You want the master class? We're going. We're gonna master class 5 more minutes, then I'm gonna leave your ass because I love you. I need a shot of this. The crazy things Angela does. Huh. I was like, here you go. Decipher this picture. Take a picture. I took a picture. One of you said that. It was so brilliant that to take a shot of this and then explain it. So listen. Watch this, okay? The inversion, ready? Let's just do it. The inversion, ready? Okay. So they have, the story is you're a lowly sinner and blah, 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 blah. And you have to have Jesus come down and save you if you're worthy because you're a sinner and blah, 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 blah. And what they're going to do, their little traps that they do, look at this. Like, so here's the Matrix, and then the Matrix exists when you die too. There's all these layers of like all these gates, and that all this is all in the Bibles that they took out, by the way. All the pages that they took out of the Bible. There's all these layers of these gates, right? And there's demons. Oh, wow. There's like 365. Wow, really? Isn't that weird that they made the calendars like that? Really? So there's gates, right? And at each gate, there's going to be like, oh my God, you have to remember this word, or you have to remember this way out of this gate, blah, 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 blah. And it's another layer of like, what? Of trap. You don't have to remember shit. You don't have to do any of that shit. You have to vibe. It's your frequency. When you are with the one, which is you, which is the light, which is Jesus, which is you, which is the Holy Spirit, which is Monad, which is Barbella, which is Sophia, if you really want to go deep, you are already it. All you have to do is be hue. The essence of the light is in the human. They've been trying to get it, right? So here's the story that they left out, okay? This is what's laid out in the book. Yeah, exactly. And the Pistis Sophia and the Gospel of Thomas and like, what? Okay, so this is the story. They have the story that you have to be lifted out of here, right? You have to be lifted out of here, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my gosh, if you're not going to be good, you're not going to go home to heaven, right? That's the story. Watch this. You know, like the Stranger Things, but it's inverted. It's inverted. The light actually came down. Watch this. This is crazy. This is a sci-fi movie, okay? The light actually came down. So this is the light up here. This is a sci-fi movie. This is the light. This is the ultimate, like, ooh, the monad, the pleroma, the light of all things, the essence of all essences, the light before the light, the inner, the center of the thing, the center of the flicker of light, the all infinite thing, right? And then it sees itself, the reflection is the void, okay? The void is like, it's not bad. The void is the creator, the great, like, so when y'all start using the oil and then you have visions and dreams of like snakes or the void, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's like, wow, that's cool. So the void and the light, we're talking crazy. The light wants to experience more of its light. Okay? So it goes, shoinks. Look at me. Wee. Look at me. Look at me. I went, wee, 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 wee. I want to go down into this darkness. Look at me. La, la, la. Kind of like we just jumped into the pool, right? We're like, wee. We can do that. And then there's this like darkness, right? What happens is that this is a sci-fi movie. Okay? It's the other way around. We like jumped down. That's Sophia. Jumped down into the darkness, right? To experience it. And there were demons and nasty little things that were like, ooh, delicious. Delicious. Joinks. We're going to create a barrier. Like it's almost like there's this thing. This barrier that is the trap that trapped the divine feminine, right? The essence of all, like that trapped it to keep it, to eat on it, okay? To eat on it. And the great light of everything, it was put into our hearts. I know this is a sci-fi movie though. This is a sci-fi movie. I'm just showing you the flip of it, the inversion. It's put into our hearts, hidden in our hearts. And when you have the light of the infinite all things inside the human, when the creepy weirdo demons that are basically in the deep end of the darkness fry it up in despair, it's delicious. It's delicious. This light fried up in despair is delicious. So they do everything they can. This trap right here, they do everything they can for forgetfulness, to make you forget. And quite literally, I'm telling you this so that you remember instantaneously. And you're like, oh, wait. Yeah, wisdom. Yeah. It's the wisdom. And the other side of that is truth. And also faith. And it's like the feeling. It's a feeling. So quite literally, like, look at it differently. You're not escaping anything. You're the infinite source that came down to experience the darkness. So listen, just bear with me for just fun. I make movies. Imagine that this is like a dark pool, like it's dark pool. And y'all, we are the biggest light beings ever. We're not going to try to escape nothing. We don't even have to escape nothing, because we already have an elevator pass. We already have an elevator pass. The biggest problem right here is a name that they took out, and it's Atta. That's it. The name they took out. Like, hey, Atta, go fuck yourself. I see you. All it is, like, I see you. The layer of, yeah, you renounce despair. You don't have to worry about despair. Nothing. Imagine I'm a chef, right? And I'm an alchemist. And if you have something dark, if you just like put super light into it, it makes it like a lighter color. Like if it's like a dark thing and you add more milk to it, it's going to make it like a caramel color. So like, what if all of us, as all of us super shine our bright light, we actually bring the whole thing down into the darkness, and we make this light. It's like adding milk or something to, like, you're adding the light to it, and then literally you come in and there's no darkness. You're like, you have no power over me. Like you can't actually swallow the light of the pleroma. Like you're high. Like that is like the son of God. Like that's it. Like that's of all things. You can try, and you can have a little story about it and be like creepy little weirdo that's like, I love it. It's delicious. But when you really play in this party, you're like, it's instantaneous, and you bypass all of it by just going straight to it. And so I'm putting in your head, what if, shut the fuck up, the sacred truth frequency, all of us sacredly knowing the truth and using the frequency in our own life as we're cleaning up our shit, as you have a conversation with your neighbor, as you wear these funny things. The reason I send these funny things in your boxes is to make you giggle. And then you wear them or you gift them, and then those people giggle. And then you raise your frequency, and we're not even having the conversation about the creepy weirdos. Epstein is ugly. Every single family member of those people are ugly. You would not date them. You would not play with them. Diddy is ugly. Okay? Diddy looks like a black Adam Sandler mouth breather. Okay? So none of these people, you're not playing with them. We were laughing at them. We're like the good mean girls. We're like the angels. They're like, ew, you can't touch me. They're ugly. They are ugly. And they are nasty. And they've been trying to grab the greatest light of the pleroma to eat it because it's delicious. Well, of course it's delicious. It's the light of God. Of course it's delicious. Of course the children are delicious. Of course, because the children have the highest frequency. They're the closest to it. So of course they're delicious. But you're telling me, wait, it's easier done than said. The reason that they're keeping it a secret is because it's easy. And it's so easy that it's complex. So all that we have to do is have fun. All we have to do is have fun. To tell them to go fuck themselves? I mean, yes. Yeah. Yes. All you have to do is have fun. And you know what that is? Laughter, joy, and the frequency of Yeshua. Yeshua is not coming to save you. Yeshua recognizes you. And when you recognize yourself, you instantaneously jack right up there. You're already there. You're there already. That's why you can have instantaneously awakenings. You can have love at first sight. You can have instantaneously a healing. That's why the oil works so well and so fast, because you recognize yourself. You recognize yourself. And if you say that to some creepy weirdo, all these new age weirdos, oh my God. I know the perpetrators, y'all. And the worst perpetrators are the new age ones. Ugh. The new age perps that are like, I am Jesus. Let me play with your chakras. Shut the fuck up, weirdo. Like, listen. You are the light. When you are the light and you're being the light, you're not talking about it. You're not like making somebody else feel bad. You shine the light in front of them and you raise frequency together in the grocery store with strangers. Or with your, maybe with your creepy family. Remember, chicken dinner. Remember, your creepy weirdo family members are under contract to have you not see this. Have you noticed that? You notice that they'll distract you. When you start leveling up and feeling this, guess what? It says it in the books that they took out of the books. That as soon as you start feeling this, and you recognize this, they, creepy weirdo entities on the outside and that control the parasites inside, respond with, ready? The creepy, when you start waking up and you seeing that, oh my God, it's me. Oh my God, we. That's why it's united. Sacred truth frequency united, because we do it together and we're having fun as you clean up your shit. Right? You're having fun. And we frequency out of here. As soon as you start feeling that, this is why I have a community. This is why we do it together. Because as soon as you start feeling wrath. Wrath is not like you're a jackass. Wrath is wrath, like wrath. And they do that in order to get you off of this as fast as possible. That would be, they're going to hit your sanity, your finances, your spiritual life, your body, your physical pain, your all of it. Body, mind, spirit. They're going to hit you from every single angle. They're going to try to terrify you to get you to despair so that you'll eat something or say something or be in it again. And that's why I'm funny. That's why we do in our privates. That's why I made Grandma's fart oil. Grandma's fart oil. The chick from Castle, she was in the flood with me. Dang. Yeah, right. Okay, so they respond with wrath, and so you remember who you are, and we are playing to get out of this. That's why I am like, we're in it together. If you're a jackass to each other, or if you're one of these people who like creates gossipy and issues where there are no issues. Oh wait, is that your mom? And yeah, those gossipy ladies that create issues, you got to get them the fuck away from you. And you know what? It's okay to do that, because it is dangerous to do that, because they're in it to suck your energy out of you so that you don't do this. And they might say like, oh yeah, I know, or you're not doing it right. It's like, careful. Careful, careful. Just pay attention to who brings wrath. Yeah. Right. And then notice in the books that they did leave in the book, because they did leave some things. I'm not saying that's fun. Awesome. So they respond with wrath because when you first aware of this, and then you're aware of your heart energy, that is really delicate. That's a delicate moment. Your light, it's like a light. It's like your first light that's like little flickery, like, oh my God, you got the match lit, but it's like, oh, is it going to hold? It's that moment is where they're going to try to knock you back, and they're going to come at you. Think about, like, this is a big giant circuit board, like at all the little communications, and they're like fat, they're fun, they're eating on you, they're trafficking kids, they're doing all the thing. And then suddenly your little gel cell on their circuit board goes light instead of black. Like it goes boing, and they're like, what? And that's what happens energetically in the Star Wars bar outside. So as you wake up, not woke bullshit, but like as you feel your heart energy, it shows up on a circuit board of the big giant, like what they're watching in the prison cells, whatever. It's a sci-fi movie. And they're like, oh, somebody, let's go get that. Let's go get them. You got to keep them in the battery operator. You got to keep eating them. So we don't want them to bright, shiny light. So when you are first in the very beginning, when you're going to write your book, you're going to quit your job. You're going to like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go to I'm gonna dance for the first time or whatever the fuck. You have to be super, super protective of yourself and your time. And that's also why I reiterate over and over and over to clean up together, because it goes hand in hand. So you start cleaning up who you're living with, who you're spending time with, what you're saying, how you're spending your time. Clean up how you're spending your time. If you're spending 2 hours a day on the phone with some jerk who's nonstop complaining, but you're doing it because they're an old friend and you feel bad or whatever, listen. And when I tell you, there's more to the story. And if they're trying to kill any little light, you got your little light shining. You got your little light shining. Light shining. And you're like, yay, there's my light. You're a damn idiot if you go and start telling your family about it. Or you're like, oh my God, I found this thing and I feel amazing. And I'm like, I'm going to go write a book and whatever, blah, blah. And you share that and your family members like, who are ye? You're dumb as hell. Don't share it early. Protect it. That's why we have communities where people who know what you're talking about, that you could share it with us. You could share it with me. You could share it in our groups. Don't be sharing it with worms. If you share your light of God and your ideas and your excitement with a worm, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to use it against you. And then this gets dimmed and dimmed. It gets small and small. And then maybe you'll get inspired in another 10 years. Maybe. Maybe you'll take a workshop one day and get it back. And maybe. So I'm telling you, protect that little light so that it gets big enough that it can withstand being blown out. Because it won't be blown out. Once the light is strong, that you can't stop a fire. You understand? So I'm cleaning and organizing my room. Well, that's exactly what you should be doing, Earth. You win. I tell you. I'm like, listen, you're going to win next time. This is very reassuring because I have done this naturally. Yes. It's like now that I tell you, like, oh yeah, you were right to naturally do this. Like naturally protect yourself. And guess what? I have been on the road for so long. I've talked to so many people about child abuse. I'm telling you like I'm telling you. The people that are telling you to stop and that you're dumb and you shouldn't do it and your family members that suck and they're trying to stop you are the same people that tell me, oh, I hope she does it. Oh, I hope they win. I hope they do it. I left $50 down there at the bus station just in case. Like, they want you to win because the deep little tiny itty bitty speck of human that's still in there wishes they could get out too, and they want you to do it so they can watch you do it. All of the words that they're telling you to stop you is a worm. Can cats get parasites and have issues in them? Oh yeah, you need listen. Yeah, oh, I met this amazing girl. I wish we were still friends, but I think I made her mad because she just was so hey. She was so adamant that she wanted herself a boyfriend. That's all she wanted. I was like, oh God. Okay, well you go do that. She just was boyfriend obsessed. And I was like, well, I'll tell you why you're single if you want to know. Yeah, please tell me. You have 11 cats. You're single because you have 11 cats. You're welcome. Here you go. And also the cats have their own parasite that can get into your brain and make you crazy. But anyway, just you're single because you have 11 cats. I don't mean to like not be your friend. I'm just being honest with you. I have to say the truth. Otherwise I just can't. I can't lie. It's like a thing with me. I'm like, I just can't lie to you. So it's like, here's the truth. You have 11 cats. That's why you're not getting laid. Okay? So there you go. And I think she got mad. Anyway, just going to tell you the truth. Why do cats sit on pile of clothes? Because it's cozy. Wouldn't you sit on the pile of clothes if you were a pussy? Brr, brr. Sneak a Madoo wormer. Put them outside. Let them see if they can survive outside. Okay. They know you need to clean. Yeah, exactly. I love pussies. I made my oil for your pussy. Yeah. So listen. So I'm reminding you, elevate your light, right? This is inverted. It's actually, you're being recognized. You're not going to be pulled up into some heaven. It's the other way around. It's like we're going into, like we infiltrate. You know what I mean? We have infiltrated the darkness, not the darkness has us. Like we're technically in prison. This is like the lowest, like we're like in the Star Wars bar. This would be like in the basement, in the corner, in the back, down the staircase, in the way back. Like that's where this is. These little prison cells being fed upon to feed the nasties so that they continue to do CSA. Okay? So that's horrible. It's horrible. But I'm telling you, just flip how you're looking at it. They do that, and all the stuff, the information, like the files coming out, and they're like, oh, now there's aliens. Oh, look at that. Oh, and there's like robot dogs that can kill you. And like, what the fuck? Like, listen, all of it is stories to get you out of your frequency. And the frequency is so easy. And it puts the F back into the lie to make life. So the lie is that this isn't true. And that, you need to take your pill. You need to take your pill and talk to the worm and believe that God's people are ugly and believe all the lies and blah, blah. God's people are not ugly. It's all a lie. It's a lie that we are going to F it. We're going to F that lie by taking your life back, by putting the F into the lie, and you create life. What's the F? Frequency. And also fun. Also fabulous. Also friends. The parasites want sugar. The parasites want despair. The parasites eat despair. Yeah. Also sugar and alcohol. Alcohol is their favorite food, but they eat despair. So they're eating energy. They're eating frequency also on the outside and the inside. So if you are jacked up with talky, gossipy, complaining, those girls who write in all caps and talk about how they hate men, they're loaded outside and inside. Those people you don't want to put your wiener into. Or your scissor kicks. I see you. Is the word created in his image in the new books? You mean in the old books, in the older books? It goes much deeper than that. It is literally the light, and the light is so bright, and he Yeshua, came down literally to recognize this light, to recognize it so that it brings back and also stays. Because like bringing it back is like you don't have to go back to anything because you are all it. Like that you are all this. So essentially this, the ultimate essence of all things, expanded into the darkness. Does that make sense? So like you made the black gray now. And now we make it caramel color. And then we make it gold. And why do you think that these creepy weirdos, entities, are drinking spinal fluid? Because they're drinking the gold of God. Yeah. Anyway, sci-fi movie. Thank you for doing the research when I'm done. Oh my gosh. So the best book that I actually am reading slowly, because I do actually burst into spontaneous tears as I read it, are the Gnostic Gospels that were found in 1945, that were put into clay jars and held, and buried by the monks. You know what? I love those monks. I appreciate those monks for doing that, because that was back when, you're getting banned and burned and canceled. Oh, that sounds familiar. For the truth. So there was monks that were like, ho, 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 and like hid these, and they were found, some of them ruined, some, you can still read it, and some like just sat on like antique stores. You know what I mean? And it's like, so it got found, and then you start reading it, and you're like, what? When you read stuff and hear stuff and remember it, you're not learning it, you're remembering it. It is next level. No gate kids, I guess. That's sci-fi. Yeah, exactly. Canceled. Exactly. Cancel, cancel, cancel. So I've been banned and canceled and fired, and you can always tell when somebody's telling the truth. When they're like, whatever. Frequency. So I ask you to think about how you are recognized by the light of all things, and then you're just you in this vessel. It's not, we're way beyond just this. I was gifted with this body this time, I think, so I can be funny and cute and like sneak into places. Yeah, I'm your Trojan horse. I'm great like that. Bring me to your town. I start dance floors, and I bring the whole community together. Because I'm friends, I don't know a stranger, and I'm friends with all of them, and I know all of them, from the penthouse to the playground to the prison, all of them. And so I'm your secret weapon in your town for knowing everybody. And there's an amazing group over there that you don't know about, and there's a great amazing group over here that you don't know about, and y'all are judgy against each other because of this lie. And once you remove the judgy, because those are my friends, and I'll introduce you to your friends because I'll introduce you to my friends, you're like, oh my God, people are amazing. Yeah. So when you see through me, you see like, oh my gosh, the judgy has got to, did you burn yourself? Oh no. As we're talking about. So as you are leveling up, you start seeing this stuff. You start seeing it, and then you're like, wait, what? And I invite you to have more fun and realize that it's easier done than said. And on Wednesdays, put it towards cleaning. I'm going to hang up on y'all, and I'm going to go clean all my camping stuff because I'm going to a festival. So it's like cleaning my camping stuff and this pile of old bills that I'm like, I canceled that thing. I canceled that. Why am I holding that? Why am I even having that? I ain't ever paying this bill. I'm not going to do it. I'm throwing it away. Nope. Oh, this is done. I threw that away too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it in your house? Because it has energy. And when you get the energy out of the piles, the emotions attached to the piles also leave and raise your frequency. Do you see how easy it is? It's so easy that it's complex. It's so easy that you can talk your way out of it. That's why I say, sing, dance, make up a song about it. See where there's a lie in your life, or you can inject frequency and fun, and then you're out. And then we're having fun. Okay? So there we go. You're incredible. Thank you, Queen. You activate people, but yay, because you that way. Yeah, it is. That is it. Because I am that way. I am this. And I went through hell, motherfucking hell. I went through, and I heard your stories. I think it was actually more intense to hear the amount of stories that I've had, that I have been gifted with hearing, than it was to go through the various things I've been through. Because I've also been through my own. I mean, I also lost 12 babies. I also, I got it all. Tornado, my house burned down, the whole thing. Hollywood, what, the fashion industry, my own issues. I was flatlined. I have my own stories. But honestly, hearing your stories over the years, thousands and thousands of stories, I have vomited. I have oh my God, just hearing all y'all's stories is also why I will not shut up. Because I'm speaking for the people who can't speak. And I love you because we can speak through this. And y'all, I started out as a mime. I literally started out as a mime at the mall when I was a little kid. And I'm going to end up going back and doing that. Because we have to be like, it's a worm! I'm mad as hell. I can't take it anymore. It's a worm, y'all. It's a worm. Clean up your piles because it's a worm. I love you. It's a worm. I'll make a spray. I promise. I love you. So it gets the oil and it puts the oil on the body and raises your frequency. You'll feel it. Let me know how you feel it. You put it on and you're like, oh, I feel that. Yeah, I know. So run! Run into some fun away from all the worms. Your frequency gets rid of more of them than the tinctures. I love you. You got any worms? Ew.